Okay, I found this like little room under the stairs where Harry Potter would stay. So I thought, okay lah, open lah, see what it is, right? So I opened, I felt this big gush of cold wind just brush past my face, Right after that, wow, for the next 30 to 45 minutes, I was so giddy. I almost feel like puking.
And we are not live. As you can probably see, I am alone in the studio again. But not really lah. I'm always not really alone, The spirits are always with me. But today, I'm not having one guest, but actually two special guests in the studio today. If you watch the Mandarin side of the horror space in Singapore, you might find their face very, very familiar. They are the directors behind Mr. Zhou's Ghost Story at Singapore Sightings Season 2, Chong and Cecilia Ang. Welcome to the show, guys.
Yahoo!
Hello. Yeah. So, how? You're a bit creepy and all that. Is it as creepy as Danny's set?
We didn't have a set. Our set
we did lah. It was a van.
Yeah, our set was a van.
Yeah.
But we didn't have a set per se. Half of the show is done inside the vehicle or the van.
Yeah. I love the van. It feels
Which one?
like
We got two We got two vehicles.
The passenger van or
No,
the HQ van?
The HQ.
Oh, the HQ van, yeah.
Like it feels like the Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that was the idea behind it. Yes. The mystery
yeah.
machine was the idea behind it.
Yeah. So how are you guys doing tonight?
Okay, lor.
Okay.
Okay lah. No creepy vibes
No, you mean here?
Yeah.
It's okay lah.
It's okay.
Let me get my sensing on. Hold on.
But I do think that at night this building is probably quite creepy, right? At night this building.
Oh, you see something?
No, I just feel like the corridor is quite dark.
Let me go and take our amulet, the one that Andrew gave us, right? Let me go and sense around.
You never bring
It's actually in my bag all the time.
all the bag.
All the time. Today
You?
I forgot to bring. Sorry.
I don't actually bring it with me.
Yeah, what? Don't need too strong
Not really, but I seldom wear it lah.
Yeah. Is the what the there's a it's what wood lychee
No, as in
Lychee,
lei,
lychee.
as in lightning struck wood.
Yeah.
So apparently you have to find it lah. It doesn't just exist anywhere. Like, you have to go and find a tree that was struck by lightning, and then you go and take the wood from that tree. So it's kind of like a rare find apparently. Yeah.
We heard Andrew had to go through this whole process, this ritual, carrying the wood to somewhere and then getting it done. So it was quite a bit of a process lah.
Yeah, I heard that episode on Zhou Gong Jiang Gui. Then I think that he got mentioned that it is very rare.
Yes, because
How often does wood get struck by lightning?
It has to be
these
struck by the lightning.
Yeah.
Then after that, you have to go through all the, like what Cecilia said, you have to go through all the rituals for it to be activated. Then you have to carve it.
Yeah, correct.
Then you
It's
have
actually
to-
very intricate.
Yeah, then you have to read scriptures to it for like don't know how long, and then it's like finally ready for blessing. Yeah.
So you guys like go and film that process? No, or did you see
No.
the process?
No.
He just
told
Yeah,
us.
it was ready made and done. So he explained to us what's behind it. Initially, we thought he's gonna take it back because
Yeah.
it's so rare.
Yeah.
Like literally we thought. So we all kept it very well. We thought after the shoot we have to return to him because he probably want to give it to more important guests, but he actually let all of us keep it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's done for a certain reason. Maybe he feels that you guys need the protection after making that show.
Given that how somewhat impulsive I can be sometimes, I think yes, I do need that protection.
Yeah, because it did help her after we came back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it really did.
Okay, so maybe we can get into it. So, how was it like for both of you filming like Mr. Zhou's ghost stories at Singapore Sightings?
Actually, for me, it was a very fun experience because I've always been interested in the paranormal topic.
Yes.
And then I've done my own short films about it, but I've haven't really done much over the past few years. So when the offer and opportunity came, it was like, oh, okay, a fun chance to reconnect with a topic that I have been interested in for a very long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it was fun though because actually I'm very scared on it. Like,
Scared of what? Like ghosts?
I'm scared of this kind of stuff. I'm interested in
This
it,
kind
but
of
I'm
stuff.
scared. So I will never watch a horror film. Like if I'm the type that if I watch a thriller, psychological thriller or horror film, right, I cannot sleep for a week. Like I watched Saw.
Really, that bad?
No, really. My first time watching Saw, I couldn't sleep for a week. I always felt that someone was after me and they were trying to kill me.
Okay.
So I'm that kind of person. But somehow I think getting onto it became more of an adventure for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it felt, I think when you are sinking into that mode of you're trying to create a show, right? It feels less creepy, more towards like I'm exploring and adventuring, like that kind of.
Because I think at the very start, when we were talking about the ideas and the locations and all, we did agree that we don't want it to just be a ghost hunt show. We wanted it to have a bit more, historical or cultural baggage behind it. So the locations that we tried to choose, they all are not just like haunted places. They all have other purpose behind it also.
And there's stories lah. We make sure we find places that we can allude certain stories and themes to it, so that it becomes not just like, another podcast going out to look for this. Sorry, no offense.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, so the research process became more fun because we were not just looking for horror stories, but also for interesting locations with interesting stories.
So can you walk me into like the how did you guys research? You guys actually went down on set?
Firstly, we had to talk to people first because every episode had a certain theme. So we had to talk to our guest, whether it's the guest from the public side or from the celebrity side. We had to talk to them first. And then after identifying a topic, we then look for a suitable location.
I think for me, my process was the same lah. I think talking to people. So I think I had a whole week where I was basically the whole day I was just sitting down interviewing people and listening to stories. So can you imagine a whole week of at least 5 to 6 hours per day listening to ghost stories about how it happened in every part of your life. Wow, I tell you, I couldn't sleep, man.
How did you find like all these people?
Starting from friends law, and then also earlier seasons, there were fans that sent in their stories. So those stories were still properly archived. So we were contacting both our own contacts and contacts from provided by the production team and provided some even by the radio show itself.
The surprising thing is, right, you never knew how many people had encounters until you started looking for it. Like, I could be going out for a drink with a friend, right, and I would say like, I'm working on this show now. And then they will start offering up their stories. And then you realize that, oh my God, like, it's more common than you really think it is.
Yeah. I would say it's like 8 out of 10, like, Singaporeans have ghost stories. Even though, which is very strange, they may not be believers, but they will have a ghost stories from like a friend of a friend. And they're like, let me tell you.
I mean, especially for guys, no matter what, if you've been through NS, somehow, somewhere, you would have heard something or experienced something during that 2 years NS life. So that actually NS was a very big topic. We had so many NS stories, but we only could do one episode on NS. So a lot of stories couldn't be shared also.
Yeah, you cannot. I mean, it become stereotype, ma. Like,
yeah.
We will get scolded, sometimes by our listeners to be like, hey, can you stop talking about NS? Like, the NS is so annoying.
But you see, it's a common experience that half the Singaporeans have gone through.
It's really a common experience, yeah.
And the place is the same place. What do you expect? If everybody have a different story, then that would be a problem,
right? They meet different, things there.
That island is that island. What else do you expect coming from the island?
The island, yeah. So, and Chong Wu actually made 2021's horror feature film, which is currently now on Disney Plus, if I'm not wrong.
Correct.
Late night, right?
So it was actually shot earlier. It took more than 2 years for it to be completed because of COVID. Yeah, we shot in 2019, and then because of COVID, so the whole showcase got delayed but actually for better lah. I think it was a good break for everybody to relook at the script, relook at the film, and then we had more time to work on it before it finally came out.
Yeah. I must confess, before I started HANTU in 2019, actually I watched your short films way back already. 315,
you're a
right? I'm a fan. I saw this. It's just
I miss doing that though. I got to be very frank. I miss doing that.
You should do it.
Because when I did those, right, I didn't have other people telling me what to do. I did whatever I wanted to do. That freedom was what I really enjoyed. And then why I kind of stopped was also partially because of the feature film. Because I think going through a feature was a very different experience. There was a lot of things I had to learn. There was a lot of things that was not within my control. So when the film finally got done, I was just like, it's a load off my back. And I needed a break from this. That's why I didn't really dabble or made anything horror after that feature film ended for a few years, in fact, until 中共讲鬼. Yeah.
So now we are in for a thriller. So
hopefully lah. I mean, now there's a reinvigorated interest in it. So maybe
let's do it.
I have ideas, but I just haven't had a chance to really think about it.
This is our Singapore's top ghost director, 鬼导演 of Singapore.
4:15 now.
But actually, I have thought of like doing something to post on the 3:15 again lah.
Yeah, maybe we ask them. If you guys want, you leave the comment and then
leave a comment.
Give me some stories,
Yeah. What title?
Yeah. I got some really scary stories. Later I share with you. I think it deserves to be made into a short. I feel like short films, I don't know, as a horror lover, I think short films are very effective.
Yeah, I do think so, because sometimes when the stories are too long, the jump, the scare factor might not be there anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Packs a punch, I
Yeah,
guess.
I really don't think it's easy to write a horror feature script.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agree.
Even if you look at a lot of the recent horror feature, a lot of them they pack it under horror, but when you watch it, it's really more like a mixed genre film. It's not like your pure horror.
I guess it kind of then brings back to what makes good horror, right?
Yeah.
Is it just cheap jump scares, or there's actually certain stories or certain treatment that you do it that makes it horror but also thrilling? So it's not just like, oh, I'm scared, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like the evolution of horror lah. Like,
Yeah.
like for me, my favorite era is 80s to 90s Hong Kong horror.
Ah, yes.
The very atmospheric and very simple story.
Yeah.
I feel like now it has evolved to a point like it needs to have a very convoluted time.
Yeah,
Like
twist
Sinners, right?
lah.
Sinners is great. It's a great film, but like, yeah, it's very complicated. Lor. Then they had like a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, even if you look at a lot of the recent horror, like they pack it under horror, like weapons.
Yeah,
But when
yeah.
you ask me, I feel like, okay, I see elements of horror
Sci-fi,
there. It's a
ah.
nice film. I like it, yes. But it felt more sci-fi. It felt a bit comedy. There are horror elements, undeniably. But there's so much other genres you can find in it.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Even like Get Out.
Yeah.
You know, it's a thriller. Yeah, but it has a lot of horror tropes. But is it really like your paranormal horror? Not exactly either.
Actually, then can I ask both of you a question? Since
Yes.
both of you are so into horror, right? What makes a good horror film for you guys?
wow, this is a very I think it's very personal. It's your stuff. Like if Wayne was here, he would probably say that he wants something that is a bit more like story driven, like but with elements of horror lah. Like because horror actually is the amalgamation of all genres.
So
Yes.
is horror, but is horror always just about ghosts?
No.
not
There is always a story.
always.
But for me, I like a simple atmospheric horror.
Yeah.
I don't want to overcomplicate things.
Actually, now that you mentioned that horror works well for short film, right? A lot of the 80s and 90s Hong Kong horror are short films.
Yeah.
It's just that they are packed into an anthology, but
Yeah,
actually they are short films.
Yeah.
And that's why they are good.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
sometimes any longer wouldn't work already.
Because you kind of just know, okay, you are just building up to it,
Yeah.
right? There's going to be this big scare, or there's going to be a twist right there. So you are already kind of waiting for it.
But I
It doesn't-
really do enjoy that era horror film.
Yeah.
Until now, I can still name a lot of the stories that were very impactful.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree. Like one of my most favorite film series is the Mr. Vampire 僵尸先生, right?
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Actually,
yes.
if you look at it, you deconstruct it scene by scene, right? It's actually anthological. Because he will overarching is like I kill this big vampire,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
got like this other small spirits that go and possess his disciple. Then he need to go and solve the problem.
Then
so actually
the
it's
big one
anthology.
usually revealed at a later stage.
Yeah. So yeah, actually the format is same. So yeah, bring back old school horror.
Old school horror. Okay, but my favorite horror, because I said I don't really watch it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I enjoyed Shutter so much.
Oh yes, Shutter is. I think that era, the early 2000 Thai horror, is a different generation of its own. Yeah, it took over the late 90s Japanese horror and became a new trend.
Yeah. Shutter
Then it got
was-
oversaturated.
Shutter is very good. Like here's a slight tangent. Like our dear friend Art, right? Incredible Tales from Incredible Tales also. And actually he's very close with the assistant director of Shutter. And I met her. Like it's such an honor. And now she's like 老教in the
Doing
industry.
her own films,
right.
or still an
Still
assistant
in,
director.
I think she director producer now.
Ah,
But
okay.
back then when she made it, she was in her 20s. So she said, oh yeah, I was very young. Then I just AD. Then yeah.
Did she share with you interesting anecdotes of what happened on set?
Actually, she said like nothing much happened.
Damn.
Which I was very disappointed. I was like,
Yeah, I was hoping for something.
so got
but
ghosts or not? Got ghosts or not? I was like, no lah, not really.
But actually, when you're filming, right, maybe because you're so concentrated, you really don't. I also didn't feel anything when I was filming what I filmed, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like you obviously shot in Bedok Reservoir, which is
Oh, yes. Correct.
infamously haunted.
Which
like-
one, Bedok Reservoir?
Yeah, Bedok Reservoir is
Because of
haunted.
a lot of the suicide
You know,
cases
the
and all.
Unalive
Yeah.
and-
No, but did we shoot in Bedok Reservoir?
I did. I mean, for my feature film. I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's feature
sorry.
film.
I thought it
so
was our
the nothing, no bad vibe.
Okay, that actually interesting that you mentioned, because that day, Jay Lee was actually a guest for Zhou Jiang Gui, and then I actually went down that day, and then we had a chat about it because I haven't seen her in quite a few years or so. Then we both recalled one incident, which was on one of the very first. I think it was the very first day of our filming. It was at Bedok Reservoir, and then our cameras all ready, camera all set up, lighting all ready. It was a really fast shot, so we were trying to shoot a shot where the three girls were cycling across.
Yeah.
And then when we were about to say action, right, these 3 teenagers actually didn't know we were filming because our camera was so far away. They kind of like just cycled into our shot. And then one of the boys just suddenly fell down in front of the camera.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, that day then we were talking about it. Then JD was like, she suddenly felt that maybe that 3 boy kind of helped her block the fall, because otherwise it would have been the 3 girls, my actress, who have fallen, and then they would have affected the whole shoot. So on some level, it's almost like those 3 boys kind of like 把他们挡掉 that 灾, and that's why our shoot could continue peacefully. Because honestly, if any of them fell, that would have been a not a good start for filming lah. Yeah, but
And this was the very first shot.
that was the very first day.
Oh
Yeah.
my
It was
god.
very, very interesting. Yeah. So it's almost like
No, never.
actually we did throughout the whole show, because we were shooting just nice during 7 months. So every day
Bruh.
we had some pai.
Why?
Bruh.
Why?
Oh, it was not on
Bruh.
purpose. It was not on purpose. It was
Bro,
literally
why?
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Hey, even commercial people know.
by the
don't-
time the script got locked, and then by the time we found everyone, by the time everyone's timing was neatly arranged, it was.
Please
7
tell me
months
that
already.
it was at least not the first day or 7 months.
It was actually. I cannot remember exactly the date, but we started on like the exact same period lah. Yeah.
Bruh. No, like, yeah, you see, guys, this is the things we do for y'all when we, create entertainment. Like, put our lives on the actors, the crews, everyone is very, very dangerous when you do horror. And I was just wondering, what are the 3 teenagers cycling in the middle of the night on the
They were
first
just there
day?
cycling on a normal day. They were just there for
Like
cycling.
normal, right?
Yeah,
Like-
normal cycling. But they didn't know we were filming.
Are you sure that they are human?
No, we had to help the boy go to a clinic. Yeah, because the one that fell quite badly.
Oh my
yeah, So we had to
God.
like help him, and then one of our production side actually helped him dress his wounds, and then I think they brought them to the clinic lah.
Jialat.
Yeah.
Jialat.
Things we
Wow.
do for art. Eh.
Ah,
No, I
yes.
think I think that kid kenai.
Ah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
he helped us lah.
Did you follow up?
Actually, at that point of time, I never thought so far. It was only until that day when I was talking to Jaylee about this incident, and she was like, "What if they were actually there to help us tang zai?" Then I was like, "Oh, I never thought
Yeah,
about it that
probably.
way."
I guess your
Yeah.
pai worked. Just
Yeah,
that
your
it,
pai
it
work.
deflected
So
to someone else.
You film how many days? Like
About 10 plus days, 10 plus
for the
days.
feature lah. So you every day you saw lah.
Every filming day they did. I mean, our production manager, she's quite respectful one lah. So she will ask us to do it. Yeah. Even if those who are not who don't follow the same practices, she will just do it on behalf of everyone lah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
every day she give us ang pao one.
Yeah.
Like a 20 cent ang pao.
Yeah, have to.
But then
Yeah.
after shoot, right, she'll collect back the 20 cent and then she'll go just donate it to any of the temple along the
that's
way.
very
lah.
sweet.
Yeah, but one of the funny incident was because they scared the 20 cent would fall out. So they actually do staple all the ang pao. But somehow one of the day when she collected all the ang pao, one ang pao was just empty. Don't know why.
Tang zai ah.
Yeah, but
Wow.
but
Block
it's
ah.
sealed. It's a sealed ang pao. But the 20 cent is just not inside.
There's just some things on earth that you cannot explain.
Yeah.
Just let
yeah,
it be.
like if it drops, the you go wicks, right? Then they tie the thing, right?
Yes.
Then if it drops out naturally, just let it go. Means that
Oh, yeah,
他帮你-
correct.
他帮你挡啊。
Yeah, so that time
yeah.
even like my friend's photo suddenly broke, right? Then he wanted to pick it up. And we wanted to pick up the beads for him. He's like, never mind, just leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 就不拿了, just
还
leave
是
it there.
yeah, you cannot bring on. You cannot bring it back. Yeah.
Actually, because it's there to help you block something, it's meant to be there already. So
my
just
God.
let it be.
See what? You see I wear this. This
Yeah.
third eye. This
Third eye.
evil
third eye. Evil eye. Evil eye.
Yeah, okay.
This evil
It's
eye
to
thing.
block evil eye, right?
Yeah, no, but this is my third one really.
Oh.
My first
Oh.
two actually one broke when I got into a bike accident.
Oh my god.
Disappeared. Actually not broke, it disappeared off my
good lah,
hand.
yeah, good lah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then the other one somehow just don't know go where already.
Yeah.
So this is my third one really.
Yeah, actually, it's very strange because my dad when he was younger, right, he rode bikes, and then I think he was wearing like a Thai amulet. Then there was one time, right, that there was a lorry that almost came close to that one is decapitated on. Then he swerved just in time. When he reached home, right, the Buddha amulet cracked.
Oh.
帮他顶.
Actually, that's why you should really hear what happened to her amulet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that Andrin gave her after you came back.
Okay.
That one is really very
Let's
interesting.
go. So what happened to your
Amazing amulet, huh?
Yeah, amazing
Okay.
amulet.
So you must understand, right? When I go to recce's or when I go on shoot, right, I never ever bring an amulet on because I want things to come, right?
Yes.
Sorry guys.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Okay, but that day after we came back from Malaysia shoot, I had to go and recce a location for the upcoming episode. So for some reason, I felt, I'm just going to bring the envelope with me that day. So I brought it with me. I went into the location, and then we shall not name it where it is, lah, huh? But I
Why
went.
not? Why not?
Actually can lah.
It's a very
Can
popular
Okay,
place.
Dead air can name out. It's okay.
It is part of the show. If you watch
you know
one of the
right?
episodes, you will know
It's
that
very
it is
obvious
there.
lah.
Yeah, it's
It's Changi lor.
leftover, not leftover. What's it called? Abandoned hotel.
Yeah.
There's only one abandoned hotel in Changi. You will know where it is.
Rain Tree Hotel.
Hey,
I would say.
true.
I'll say.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it was abandoned bunker, then it became abandoned
It
hotel,
used to
and
be
it's
like a
abandoned
Hendon camp or
again.
something.
It was part of the
right?
commando barracks.
Yeah. Also, like I went there for uni for what's that thing called? Fright night.
Oh,
So
okay.
I have had experiences there already lah. So anyway, I went to recce that place, right? And then I walked into the area. And then as you're walking, I found this like little room under the stairs where Harry Potter would stay. So I thought, okay lah, open lah, see what it is, right? So I opened, I felt this big gush of cold wind just brush past my face, you know. And then I thought maybe because, you know, it's been locked up for so long, no sunlight, it's normal, right? Right after that, wow, for the next 30 to 45 minutes, I was so giddy. I almost feel like puking. At the moment, I thought it was just stroke because it was very hot that day. So I drove, went to a hotel, went to a cafe, sat down, have some drinks. Then I texted Andrew about it. I said, "Oh, this happened to me, blah blah blah," and he was like, "Do you know that this is a prelude of them
Possession.
trying to possess you?"
Yep.
But he said that it's a good thing that your aura is very strong, so it's not easy for them to come close to you. But there are sometimes certain forces that you cannot anticipate.
Yeah.
So bring along the amulet with you and be safe. So I thought, okay lah, you know, lucky the amulet protected me, right?
Yeah.
I went back, I went to look at the amulet. That night I went to look. Then I saw there were some cracks under the amulet. And I went to Wisely, our master on the show, right? I showed him the amulet. I said, you see, this one, do you think is normal? Then he looked at it. Then he said, got some new cracks down there. Then I, 小了咯. Thank you, the gods and the lazy Mu for protecting me.
So you still keep it on?
It's still with me.
It's still with
The amulet is still with me. Like I keep it everywhere. I put it in my bag everywhere. I
Didn't
go.
break lah. Didn't break yet lah.
It didn't break, but the
It's
cracks
just
were very
damaged
deep.
lah.
It
So
was very deep.
You,
Yeah.
it used its power already lah.
I think it did, but I think maybe it's still strong. I would like to believe that it's still strong.
Wait,
So-
but you went when it's abandoned.
It was really
we had to. Okay, so for the people who don't know, right,
You
the
go in,
the directors recce our locations
Yeah.
all by ourselves.
Yeah,
Sometimes
which
in the
is,
middle of the afternoon, sometimes in the middle of the night.
That was in the afternoon.
Yes, that was
Okay,
right in the
okay,
middle of
okay.
the afternoon.
Thank God, yeah.
Yeah, but we have been to places at night
Yeah.
alone ourselves.
just to
and-
see whether it's suitable for filming it.
Yeah.
Because our filming it takes
You need
place
to
at
see
night.
the framing and all. Yeah.
Yeah,
I get
correct. And we do that by ourselves.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
things we do for entertainment, guys.
It. Yeah. So you because there were cameras. There were cameras there. So actually, I
Yes.
tried to approach before. Then got the sound. Then I like,
Yeah.
okay. But that building, famous one.
Yes.
Mm.
I went there before Rain Tree was built lah. Then it was like a construction site. Wow, I tell you, it's damn creepy. Got
Actually,
a refrigerator at the end. Then I go open the freezer. Nothing inside, but got one weird smell lah.
Ooh.
Like when you are younger, you do a lot of stupid things.
Because I think before she went, I actually went once before. Because initially I was thinking of using that location for a different purpose also. So I tried, but I couldn't even get to the building. Because when I went that day, right, when I was skirting my way around trying to find a way in, it happened to be a day where the SCDF was having their training. It's now a SCDF training ground. Yeah, so I got scolded lah. Like
We do
saw
not
someone approaching.
encourage trespassing. We
Yeah,
did not
please
trespass.
don't.
We
Yeah,
did not.
Please don't trespass.
We did not. We were just
So
outside
I
the
got
area.
warned and I left.
Yeah. So I want to share one since it's both are Mediacorp show. Tales from Incredible Tales. Actually, we did the War of Courage.
Yes.
Then that War of Courage got one episode we were at Changi also. Actually, same year.
Oof.
Yeah, actually they were filming around the same time. Yes.
Yeah, around the same time.
Yeah.
Around the same time. But we filmed at the chalet lah.
Okay.
Then we got a War of Courage. So I asked Art and Chi Tong, who is the Taoist priest. Then I said, you all want to take the easy route, which is the Changi Broad Walk, which I think is relatively mild.
Yes.
Or you want to go Old Changi? Then they, go Old Changi ah. They never go before. Cheeky then they go. The moment they reach, not even, it's a hill ma. Right?
Correct. We did that.
Yeah,
that
not
shot
even
also,
till the Rain Tree, past the Rain Tree Hotel, they felt like a lot.
Because actually Rain Tree all the way up is the back of Changi Hospital.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Actually, that's the most young part.
I thought the other side then is the main block.
Yeah,
No.
but the back one is the most young one.
okay.
Because the back one, right, if you go all the way up, got people put the Tibetan
Yes.
barriers.
Yeah, I think we
Yes.
saw that.
With the
yeah.
burning thing.
Yes,
So
we
a lot
saw
of people
that.
pray there. Yeah.
So my friend who can feel this kind of thing, right? She's also a big supporter of the show, right?
Yeah.
And then every time the show comes out, she will talk to me about it. So I told her, oh, I went to this place, this happened. She said, send me the photos.
Yeah.
Then she saw just through photos only, you know. She was like, I tell you, this area, the trees there got one big monster. There got what, there got what, there got what. I was
Yeah.
like, walao.
Because
how
I mean,
you
it's
know?
a whole stretch of road of deserted building.
Yeah.
It's like the barracks on one side, the other side also, and then all the way to the top is the hospital, all deserted at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, again, given the history of that place.
Yeah.
And there was actually a French company there.
Oh.
Yeah, at one point you go up, right? I think the third building. they had
Oh,
a-
the one that's
gate.
completely stood out with the big gate lah.
Yeah, no more already. They move out.
Oh, they also moved out.
I wonder
That's what
why.
I
I
was
wonder
wondering.
why.
I wonder why.
Because you like Angmo, okay lah. Maybe
But
they
I
not
mean,
scared
they
of
were
ghosts
The
lah.
building is
European
very
Union,
nicely
no?
renovated.
Yeah,
leh.
but it's still the same building lah.
yeah lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know like Mediacorp last time in 2000 they shot a lot of the the fighting scenes
Ah.
around that area.
Those areas, right?
So you imagine that okay lah, it's still pretty much abandoned, right? Then this when that happened like Chitong and Art they just stopped. Then because I was watching the rushes, they just stopped. Then like, let's get out of here. Because they both felt uncomfortable at the same time. Yeah. Then for safety reasons, whenever we do outdoor shoot, I have a actual Taoist priest also on set.
Okay.
To protect us from being possessed. And then this guy, he Malaysian. So he don't really know the history. So his first time in Changi also. Then all these things happened on set, right? And then he went back to his grandmaster and asked. Then his grandmaster said, actually, Old Changi is very haunted.
So did the Taoist see or
No, he didn't
sense
see.
anything?
But he said that he can feel the yin energy is very high. Then after he know already, then the next day we were still filming. We were filming at Golden Mount. Then he said that, yeah, my master said that we were very lucky because, right, there were a lot of evil spirits and possibly demons there. The ones
From the
that
films,
we
right?
kind of got like, some problems with were not Japanese soldiers. He said the Japanese soldiers are very violent. The spirits the spirits.
Oh my
Because they died a very violent
death,
death.
that's
So
true.
so they say, yeah, we were quite lucky. Yeah.
Remember how Jian was saying that they heard the little girl
Oh.
over the... Because we had one
Yeah.
on the chat, it was a little girl thing.
Oh.
And then they started conversing with the little girl. But I
Alao
think the
eh.
girl was telling us to leave.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were hearing
Kindness
over the thing.
like sometimes it's like
Yeah.
they trying to just help you like go.
Actually, I want to say this. I really think that we are very blessed because throughout our show, right, every single time when we are shooting something, right, and we try to game the system, so we try to introduce challenges that we can interact with them, right. I feel like they are always helping us
Yeah.
because the results that they gave us is always giving us some sort of hint of, okay, you've gotten enough. It's time to
To
go.
the extent that even audiences who left comments and like, oh, this is so fake. But the thing is, honestly, right, it was very hard to fake things at that point of time.
Hand to heart lah. We got no time to fake also lah.
really,
Yeah.
like the timing is very tight. The budget is not very high.
Yeah.
We really don't have time to go and fake things or not. So whatever we manage to capture is whatever we manage to capture there on set. I think one of the most popular one is still her diamond block. That that thing that went off in the background. That really was like unexpected. Because we didn't even see it.
We
It was
didn't
the
see it.
audience
None
that
of
saw
us
it, and
saw
then
it.
they
Yeah.
told us about the time code, and then we went to watch. And like, oh yeah, actually there is something in the background. Like
Yeah.
nobody saw it.
Your editors didn't see.
No,
No,
I,
no one
I
did.
saw.
Oh, no.
I went to my editor. I said, send me the rushes. So I wanted to see the rushes. Right, it was not that obvious. I think some things only get put out after you do
Yeah.
grading. Right, so
Yeah.
that contrast of shadow became a bit more obvious when after you grade it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we went to check with all our crew. Anybody walk past that time? And I said no. They
So-
were all by
So you want to share what was it? So for them to
Okay, for people who are for the uninitiated, in one of the episodes, which was the Diamond Block building,
see. Taman Jurong.
Yes.
we had a scene where we were doing a recap. The host
Yeah.
was doing a recap of the previous challenge that they did. So all of them were standing together just at the lobby area. And then I think one of our audience, who had very, very sharp eyes, saw that far behind
back.
the back where the lift lobby was, there was a shadow that just floated past as the hosts were talking. And it was just split second. And the thing is, I think why eventually we also really believed it was because that night, right, we tried to access the lift lobby, but none of us could access the lobby. So the lift, right, we keep pressing, cannot go up, means cannot go up. And then for some reason, we went out to shoot something. Then we came back, right, I saw a delivery driver coming out of the lift. And then all of us were just like, how does that even happen, right? Like, 20 people on set went to press the lift, cannot open. Then how come the delivery guy can open, right?
Yeah.
Then I went to approach the guy, I said, hey, how do you manage to go up? He said, I just pressed lah. I said, you go up for what? I said, I thought the food delivery was upstairs. So, but I mean, in the end, he really was delivering the food to someone else downstairs lah. But the point was that we kind of had this revelation that something might have been asking or requesting for help, requesting for someone to go upstairs.
So I've been to it when it was there were people living in it as well as abandoned. Like you keep having these two stage, like abandoned and people living in it, abandoned.
But the most recent time someone lived in it was when it was used for COVID as a hostel, right?
Like I think it was a temporary housing.
Yeah, temporary housing.
Because not enough places for people. So then now it's abandoned again, right?
Yes, now it's
Then
abandoned
it's
again.
locked up.
But it's locked up only from second floor onwards. You can
Yeah.
still access up to second floor.
Second floor you can walk around. It's all, but no shops.
You can't really walk
Ground
around.
floor got shops.
What,
Ground floor got shops.
got
Got
the-
mamak shop,
Mama shop
got
and convenience store.
There was also a the ones that
Oh, yeah,
sell
yeah,
all the
sell kim
prayer
zua one.
stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
You should have wanted to talk to them. Ask them.
Oh, they were closed by the time they were
We
filming.
go
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah, because it was really strange that when you tell me the delivery driver actually somehow went up.
Tell me
But
about
then
it,
again,
man.
he could have mixed up the block with the one opposite.
But how did he go up though? Because if
Yeah,
it's,
that's
if the
the thing.
lift
How
is,
did he manage to
and
go
I would
up?
imagine maybe it's like they lock the lift. They don't let people go up.
Actually, by right, when I went
No.
earlier, same period, I went earlier, I could access the second floor using the lift.
Or only second floor lah, but not.
But if you try to click any of the higher floors, it doesn't get access. It will just go up to second floor and then back down to ground floor. That's all.
It's
But
really
for
strange.
us, it's twice I went to Recce. I press the lift, it doesn't open.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe you need a stroke of luck or you need a certain type of people to be able to open it.
Yeah. So did he deliver the food? No. So it was at the wrong address.
No, so I think the person who ordered the food was actually downstairs outside at the car park or like near the mamak store. But maybe the guy didn't really read his instructions properly.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some
But the fact
things-
he managed to go up is still amazing lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you guys come like, what is this guy?
Hey, I really got shocked. I stood there and I stared at the person
Why
for
did someone
super
walk
long.
off the elevator?
Yeah, and then I asked people around me, did y'all really see that person? You
This
did,
guy
right? You
is
did, right?
It's a person, right? Yeah.
He's like a person. I
Yeah.
went, then I said, I have to go and talk to this guy. So I went and talked to him. Then he, okay lah. I thought it was upstairs.
But I'm just very curious. Historically, there were unalive cases there. Historically.
A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
So it is true that there were cases.
Yeah.
Lah. Okay.
I don't know if it came on the news, but it was like 90s and 80s. But I remember I think this was a good 10, 15 years ago. I went there and this was occupied. This was my first time there. I went there to shoot the iconic diamond photo, right? And then the uncles there downstairs, they were just like drinking coffee. And this was like 10 a.m. They said, why are you here? I'm like, oh no lah, just take photo. They said, you know, this place is a lot of ghosts on, right? Very haunted. Right? Then it's just a whole bunch of uncles down there laughing at you, then just drinking coffee.
they really
you know.
do that.
我跟你
Yeah.
讲，这边很多鬼的，你知道，很多人这边跳楼的。They are like,
Yeah.
why are you telling me this at 10 a.m.?
Would you rather them tell you at 10 p.m.?
But it's actually a very big block and
It's
a
very
lot
nice.
of units.
Yeah, very nice.
It's actually a very nice building. Like,
You know, yeah, but you guys never been up there, right?
No, only up to second
Actually,
floor.
it's very creepy because when you go up, right, you know the ledge, right? Actually, very low.
it's
very
very
low.
easy
I imagine it to be like the old Hong Kong, some of the old
Yes.
Hong Kong flats lah.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. Yeah, and it's very small. Yeah, when you look down, it's really it's quite jarring. But it's beautiful architecture lah. But I don't know why they went to build it like that lah. Yeah, it's very
I
strange.
only heard one story. It's like some feng shui masters say if they had built the corridor facing outwards,
Yeah.
maybe it wouldn't have been such a negative space because the problem is all the corridor faces inwards.
yeah.
So sunlight doesn't shine into the place.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And also, you know how the saying, right? If you actually stand and look at it from the middle, you look up, it looks like a coffin.
Yeah.
Ah.
So that's why
Yeah.
they say that it attracts a lot of people to go and.
In the middle also, you know, like when you
Correct, when you look down, it looks like.
in the middle, I don't know if it's still the supermarket, the main mid center building. There's a supermarket. On top of it, it also looks like a coffin within a coffin.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like
get what you mean. Yes.
Double layer.
Correct.
Yeah. So actually I have a story to share with you guys. Yeah, it's very creepy. It's 7 months. So my sister right now she already have the third eye already. I don't have the third eye, so thank God. But she's a big fan of horror, so she also listens to Zhou Guang. She listens to all form of horror. Then when she working in her office, right, she need to listen to ghost stories. Then she can work. But then her subordinate who works with her, right, she also listen together listen they just play out then they work, right? But this lady, right, she got the third eye. Yeah, and her building, right, my sister's office building, right, is the same kind. So the
all the
corridor
window
all
faces inside.
face inside one. Yeah, so it's then in the middle there's the lobby lah. So it's similar to the diamond shape. It's just that it's a square. So 7 months, right? They will buy all the 金子, then they will put outside. Then there was one day where my sister actually was sick. She didn't go to the office, so the girl had to go to the office herself. And then when she stepped out of the lift lobby, this is 10 a.m. Then she can see like across from her left peripheral vision, she can see like the door of their office. Then she saw someone squatting down, like trying to eat the incense papers. Because they put outside, they don't put inside ma.
Okay.
Yeah. Then that person I think is like don't have legs on. Then she got scared. She straight away called my sister. Hey, can I work from home today? I think a bit hard for me to work in the office. Yeah. So and that was I think just the start of the 7 month only. Yeah, and I believe that was a 虎年. It was a year of the tiger.
So that was like maybe 4 years ago.
You remember like the tiger when they say tiger year, the 7 month is extra xiong one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why? Because of the...
I don't know. They say they always say like tiger year is not a good year. Then like the ghost
Dragon year is the
I've
better
actually
year.
never heard about that.
Yeah. There was a year I remember. They said particularly that year. I think it's 4-5 years ago. The tiger year that year the ghost is extra strong. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know.
Is it because it's the year where there was a, you know, they have the double month thingy? Is it because the 7 month was a double month?
Oh, I think it was. It was. I don't know.
You know the month always skip and then like sometimes your January you got 2 1月,
yeah. It's very confusing.
I remember there was a 论7月 sometime. It could be that year.
It could be that year. Yeah. So then she saw that. She's like, very jialat. Yeah. So. Yeah, so I think that theory stands.
Because
like,
sunlight cannot go into.
And it's like the light just going.
Yeah,
like
and it's all trapped in the middle.
Yeah. And you see Hong Kong films, right?
Yeah, that's why all the Hong Kong buildings like that. Yeah, always very gloomy, always very very stifling the environment and all those things.
Shout out to all the architects, please.
No, but I do think that the diamond block at one point of time, people were saying it's the monster block of Singapore. Ma. Because Hong Kong, the famous block that a lot of people take photo, they call it the monster block, because it looked like some block from kaiju movies whatsoever. So they always call the diamond block the Singapore version of it because it's similar, a tall building, then all the window faces inside, and it's very intimidating. Like when you stand in the middle, it does feel like
it feels like
the whole thing is collapsing
onto you.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, because I would imagine that. Yeah, it's just very strange. And the block is 66, right?
66, 67, 68, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember.
There's three.
65 to 68, if I'm not wrong.
It's very strange that they will build this. I don't know. I feel like it's very out of place.
I think in the 70s or... Is it built in the 70s? I think. Like for the...
I think
it's supposed to be for dormitory...
It was for the factory workers.
For the
was it
workers.
when it started as a...
It was for JTC.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, JTC.
So before it became a HDB block, it was a factory...
It was for people who... I think they wanted to attract people to work in Jurong.
Okay.
Yeah, this was during the industrial... Yeah. So I think like suddenly, we are not known for championing creativity. Suddenly, hey, I want to do this diamond block. Then Zheng Hu say, okay, good. Then go and do.
So smart of you.
Yeah.
Because I always wonder, like for those later HDB opposite, imagine every night you open your window and you stare out. It's just this diamond-shaped deserted building, like just right at your window every night. It's also quite weird, right? To just know that there's a deserted block right next to your house and it's just left there.
Hey, if anyone stays there, can you all leave in comments?
Yeah, let us know.
How does it feel to be neighbor to that block?
and it's because I got asked like I think I had a friend who stayed. You know the Hakka cemetery.
Yes.
You know the HDB
Queenstown
block,
there, right?
Queenstown.
Okay.
Near where Campworks used to be.
Yes.
Okay.
So they got the Hakka cemetery, right? Then they say you're normal lah. We at night we also walk. We don't care. He said we are so used to it already. So I guess maybe the people
actually there's still quite a few like neighborhood cemetery left. Bedok also have, Siglap also have.
Yeah.
But the one is literally at the side of your block. Like literally you walk down. If you want to have a shortcut to the bus stop, you cut through the cemetery. That's the shortest shortcut.
Hey, do you remember the Bukit Brown cemetery that you shot?
Oh yeah.
There was this. So we need to have a base, right? And there was literally just like a very nice bungalow right beside the cemetery.
So it's like the back of the house, right? It's just beside the cemetery. If you're on the third floor of your bedroom, you open window, first thing you see is tombs.
But
so you at the base, you use the bungalow as the base.
No, we used we used the driveway. They were nice enough to let us use the driveway beside the unit.
Yeah. But yeah, lor, I think maybe the person quite hot in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, all these people they're not scared on. They are like super used to it. Yeah.
And to be fair, I mean, tombs are people who usually pass away properly or like got
money.
the whole rent to still go and visit them.
Actually, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Got money. Like the big one. Yeah, Bukit Brown got a lot of big.
Oh yeah,
tombs,
yeah, the gigantic
Super
one, right?
big one. Yeah, those are loaded lah. Yeah. So,
Actually, there's one that I really wanted to visit, but I haven't had a chance to. The Ngee one of the Ngee founders' tomb. I think it's I read online that they found it like hidden somewhere.
Bukit Brown.
Yeah. No, not in Bukit Brown, somewhere else. I can't remember where. Later can go and search. But apparently it's a huge tomb also, like in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. So that one.
So what will you do if you visit there then?
Yeah.
I just want to see. I mean, I'm there to see more for the historical
curious.
part of it lah. Like also specifically went down to check out the Tan Kaki tomb. Is it Tan Kaki?
Tan Kaki, yeah.
Yeah, I also went down to check that one out.
The other Bukit Brown lah.
No, not Bukit Brown. That one at Tiong Bahru,
Oh, is it the
by the roadside one.
SGH near SGH?
Yeah, near SGH, that one, yeah.
I think it's there's two, right? Like that.
His is the small one at the corner. The big one in the middle is actually a double tomb that's his wife and mother-in-law, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, it was there. Actually, a lot of graves. You know, New Tenga estate, right? There was a cemetery also. They exhumed it. Yeah.
I mean, most of the schools are built above cemeteries.
Yeah.
Most of the buildings are built. Bidadari is built above a cemetery.
wow.
So
Bidadari is creepy.
Hey, but they
legit
kept
creepy.
the gate there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kept the gate.
I think it's to
the-
appease the spirits.
But
I feel.
partially, I mean, right now you cannot access the gate because they're still building up the park.
Yeah.
Part of it, but it's gonna be part of the park.
Yeah.
They're keeping the gate as part of the park.
The park is there already.
Yeah,
It's already there.
But the corner where the gate is at is not open yet.
Yeah.
Because I tried to go there, but apparently it's still being covered
Is it near
up.
the pagoda where the pagoda
Yeah,
used to be?
correct. But the
Right.
pagoda area is going to become which is one thing I don't understand. You tore down a columbarium just to build a new columbarium. Then why need you keep? Okay lah. I mean, a new one probably can accommodate a lot more spaces lah.
Wait, they're gonna build.
They're going to build another columbarium at the original side of the
really?
columbarium. Yeah.
Wow, then the tea must be very good.
Yeah.
sure. Or they
feng
just
shui
can't
did.
build anything
No, but I
else.
just felt quite sad that the place is demolished because I thought it was a very nice place.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
historically, it's something that has a bit of historical value.
It's part of Singapore cinema because there were
So
a lot
many-
of scenes
yeah,
shot
there were
there.
shot there, yes.
Always the slow tracking shot. Then you
Yeah.
can see people walk in.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then now, yeah, that's why I thought, how come? Initially, I thought they're going to build something else. But when I found out that they're just building another columbarium, they're like, why didn't they just keep the original? Or at least
Don't make sense.
Or at least keep a portion of it that is historically
I feel like the
interesting.
pagoda is the iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pagoda and then the
floor ones lah, the ground floor
ones
The
lah.
ground floor one, yeah. That's
Younger generations won't even know how it used to look
you have
like.
to watch Singapore films or
Yeah.
TV shows. Then you will see, this place is very nice.
Yeah,
and then
actually
no more.
true.
But that place very creepy.
It is lah. That's why I remember all my Maristella friends were like, they always avoid going out the back gate because once you go the back gate, that's the first thing you see.
Yeah.
Because it's technically connected to
Yeah.
Maristella. What?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, because they got the two 狮子.
Yes.
That one is there for a reason. Yeah.
Of course.
Then I've been to the school before for a project, right? Then, wow, they got a lot. They got a lot.
Maris?
Yeah, they got a lot.
Oh,
of
inside
狮子.
the school.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Ah.
Because they are technically not of that religion. Why would they put the
Yes, but they are a Chinese school though.
the
That's
Pichu?
true.
Yeah, but they are covenant, right? No?
I think so.
Yeah.
But they
more
are Hua
westernized,
Xiao
right?
though.
Yeah lah. Their religion is more westernized. So to put that feng shui, that means confirm.
Someone felt
No,
something
it could be there
right?
historically, and then they kind of just took over it when the school built there lah. It could be original
Yeah.
left behind.
Yeah, but interesting. So, any like significant creepy things that happen other than your thing cracking
During our shoot,
yeah, during your shoot?
I think yours got more, right? In
Actually,
the
no way. It
army,
really depends
no.
though, because I think at Changi there.
The window, the
yeah.
flapping window.
So Changi
The window was like opening and closing on its own.
Yeah.
yeah, they're quite famous.
We're not even in the building, but the window was just opening and closing on its
So
own.
when you're doing a shot, you can see.
Yeah.
Because our van was parked outside, right?
Yeah.
And then we were walking upstairs, but then him and Chong is always at the van, ma. So then they were like, just now when y'all were out, right?
The
The
window
window
was
keeps
just-
flapping like that.
Rain tree one.
Huh?
Yes. Not Raintree, the opposite. Raintree.
Yeah, Raintree lah. It was
Raintree.
inside. It was inside Raintree, ma.
Yeah.
And the bridge. Yeah, actually, one thing that happened very weirdly was the alarm went off
Yeah.
when none of us was in the
yeah,
building.
yeah.
And the
Yeah.
alarm went off on the second floor near the bridge where we couldn't access. You know, from the roadside, there's a bridge that goes straight to the
Yeah.
second floor.
Yeah.
The alarm went off.
There's another building lah.
Yeah.
That bridge lah. Yeah.
But it just went off on its
No,
own.
no, it was from the road, and then there was a gate that would access the second floor of Raintree Hotel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that bridge is blocked off, so we can't go in lah.
Yeah.
But then, so if you want to sort of see the place in its glory, you will have to go down the hill and see it from the outside, right?
Yeah.
So we were all at that area. But then it was that bridge, that floor, the window was flapping and the alarm went off that area. None of us went in, we were all outside.
So when the alarm went off, then what happened?
Police actually,
then
police
the
actually did
police come
come.
lor.
Yeah, but by the time they arrived, we were almost done with filming. So they kind of like,
Yeah.
and then because we also never go inside, we're just filming by the roadside.
Yeah.
So they kind of like just told us, okay,
Stay
faster
out
finish
lah.
up, and then don't go in, and then quickly go lah. So they kind of like just gave us a verbal, not police lah, ethos just kind of like
Yeah,
give us a
ethos,
proper
Yeah.
verbal warning lah.
Yeah, but they also know lah.
Yeah, but we really didn't go inside, to be
So
fair.
did they go in and off the alarm?
No. The alarm sounded for a while, then
Yeah, then it went off on
It's
its own
not
really.
like a
Yeah.
long thing.
I think they can actually remotely control it, but they have to come down to check.
Yeah.
That is true.
We got vibe check before by them also. Because there was one project that we had to do the whole Old Changi Hospital.
The
route.
perimeter.
So we walk. Then we were doing like experiential podcasting. Then it was in the afternoon, so we walked all the way up the hill. Then we were like tracking the GPS, trying to map out the thing, right? Then of course when we hit in front of the back gate of Old Changi Hospital, then Ethos came. But I think they were doing clocking, so they just stopped. Then they just looked at us because they thought we wanted to go in. Then we said, no, we're not going in.
Okay.
Then I said, I know the name, the place. Yeah, I'm not going in. Then they said, no lah, we're doing clocking, we're not catching you. then after that, I straight away like, they said, what are you doing? Oh, I do horror. They said, oh, horror ah. Then he give me the knowing look. Yeah, horror ah.
Actually, right, if I ever get a chance to do season 3, if there is going to be a season 3, right, there's one demographic that I would really love to speak to, which is security guards and police. Because I'm sure
Professions
y'all
that
will have a
tend
lot
to-
of stories, just that we never got to you guys because we don't have the connections to you.
Yeah.
But please, if
But is
we
the
get a
secret
chance.
way to go inside still available?
What secret way?
Because there used to be a hillside staircase.
yeah.
They go straight into.
Overgrown already.
Okay.
Overgrown already. Yeah, overgrown already. Yeah.
But I don't know whether they fenced up.
I think fenced up.
Okay.
I know which shot. I know it's the 2000s way going.
Ah.
That's the 2000s way
Yes,
to
you
go.
go,
in.
once you climb up the stairs, straight away you are at
Yeah.
the back of one of the building.
Yeah.
You can actually walk straight into the main complex.
Yeah, it's like free for all.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
shot in Old Changi Hospital before,
Is it?
but that was for a government project lah, so we had legit access inside.
Oh.
But apparently, our gaffer, who also appeared on our show,
William.
told me that he sent something that day, but he just never told me lah until.
What
then.
was it? What project was it? Is it corporate or?
It was corporate. It was for heritage. It was talking about the heritage historical value. of
Cannot talk about
Changi
ghosts ah,
Hospital.
can-
Of course cannot. What are you talking about?
This used to be a very important
of
place.
course.
But
Then
the
we had a little
weirdest-
boy that was exploring the place as though like it was an adventure.
You got a little boy
Yeah.
going. Oh my.
Yeah. No, I
No,
mean
but the
there was
weirdest
so much-
encounter I ever had there was I bumped into a Caucasian lady who was there to walk with her baby. So when
Out
I
of
was
nowhere.
in uni, I had a photography assignment. So I decided to go and film Old Changi Hospital. So I still have the photos with me. Then when I was like exploring the place, taking photos, right, I was like, it was a U-shaped block, ma. I was at one side of the U-shape. Then I looked across to the other block. I saw a woman with a pram. I was like thinking, whoa, so a woman and her maid and a pram, modern dressing on. So I was like, who would walk their baby at this building? So I purposely walked towards them because we're in the same U-shaped building, but I think they were one floor below me. So I went down the stairs and I walked towards that side. And then I did bump into them and I had a chat with them. So I was like, what are you all doing here? Then she's like, oh, I'm just walking my baby.
Are you sure that is a?
It is. Because I'm like, why are you walking my baby? Then she's like, I just find this place very tranquil. It's very quiet. It's very nice. It's quite cooling.
Yeah.
So sometimes in the noon, she'll just bring her maid and her baby up to walk.
Does she know the stories that has happened there before?
I asked her, but she's like, I don't feel much. She lives at the bungalow just at the
Cranwell
foot of the
lah.
mountain.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cranwell, yeah.
So she does stay there. So she's like, it's a quiet place. Sometimes I just need a nice walk. I just bring my baby out here and then we just come here for walks. Lor. So she apparently does it very often.
Yeah. You see, this is the thing. It's like
That's cool.
what's that term? It's a form of privilege because she don't live here.
Yeah.
So it's like, for example, we go the UK, right? Oh, then they say, this cemetery a lot of ghosts. Then we like, your ghost is nothing lah.
For
Then
her, it's a
go
nice
for-
historic site
Yeah.
that she
For
can
us,
just
it's
visit.
a nice historic
Okay,
site. Yeah.
okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair.
But it's really creepy, because my dad, when he was in the police force, he actually worked in Old Changi Hospital for a bit. So he did night shifts. Then last time police is one person one. So he was manning the police. So even for him, my dad is the kind that not scared of ghosts one. Yeah, this place got the vibes. It's very it's very
Anything happened to him? Like did he transport anything?
Nothing. But he said it's just very ing lor. The ing, and then it was towards the end of Old Changi. Because Old Changi is like 90s what. Then they moved to where they are now lah. Yeah. So So Changi is it can be an episode on its own.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
So
I mean,
the
a series of its own.
The chalets have their own stories also. Yeah.
Bro. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The chalet is it's a
Ferry Point, and then some of the stray ones by the roadside.
we shot in Fairpoint.
Yeah, I know your chef.
Were you the ones who kena the? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was you guys.
Wait, you heard?
You told me what?
Yeah.
I heard it from Joey.
Oh yeah. But what happened? Joey tell you what happened, right?
Yeah.
But what I can say that happened that's quite mild lah is actually because we got a decent size of crew. Then some of them when we are rolling they are not needed, so they chill inside the bungalow. Then it's very big. And then I think this AD and then this production manager and PA. I never worked with them before, and this is their first time on our set. So horror, they chill out. Then they were just chilling with my client. My Mediacorp client was there. They just chilling, use phone. Then suddenly, bam, damn loud.
Oh my god.
Then they rush. They thought what happened. Because rolling then you cannot have too much sound. Then they walk over to the kitchen. What sounded like a high chair falling, hitting marble flooring. There was no high chair. Yeah, but it sounded exactly like that. Then they're like, win. Then they go back and sit.
But do you all manage to go to the deserted SIA country club that's at the back there also?
The swimming pool. We didn't go in, but we walked.
Okay.
We walked. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We did recce because very hard to shoot lah. My DPs they were like, no depth, because if you want depth then we cannot go in, right? So you have to shoot outside. You shoot outside. You want
at least
depth,
you have the buildings
you
in the
pull
background.
the camera back, then it's on the road already. Then it's a safety hazard. Yeah, and there is just not nice. But yeah, then I think when we were doing recce, right, then I think Wayne just sway. He fell down.
Oh shoot.
He did a bit of a tumble. Pam. Then he's like, yeah, I think there was something. I don't know. Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. But I feel like the creepiest one is still Ferry Point, that area. I think very
closer
old.
to the beach side lah.
Yeah, the place is very old. It used to be a barracks for the British soldiers.
Yes.
Yeah. So did you guys go there? No.
I did recce that area.
We wreck it, but I think it was a bit hard for us logistically as well, because we always have to think about where the van is going to park.
And also because we have the exploration part. The problem is we could park near the chalets, but we can't get in, then it defeats the purpose of the exploration.
Correct. If I'm going to walk around the different chalets, then it's a bit like pointless.
Yeah. So at least the site that she chose, at least there's a long stretch of road, and we can at least walk around the perimeter of the building.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, you guys are garang, man.
There's another area that I would have loved to explore though. It would be the campsites. You know, where everyone will go during your school camps?
Sarimbong.
Yeah, in Lim Chu Kang, the area. Fun.
Access is a problem.
Access, and I think we didn't manage to get any related
Stories revolving around it.
Yeah.
One of the location our EPs really wanted us to go was the Keppel Reservoir. But in the end, it was too inaccessible in the middle of the night. So in the end, we used the bunker instead.
Yeah.
Because the bunker is just by the roadside. Yeah, but the reservoir, I have to say, even in the day when you go, it is quite scary.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's inside the water. And it really does feels like the water have a lot of negative energy. Yeah, it does.
You been there also?
I went there for the recce.
Alone?
So I went there about 4+. Then I was like, then I started from the bunker. Then I hiked all the way up to the Japanese tomb. Then I exited at Fort Canning. Then I was like down there wrecking. I kept reminding myself, sun was set at 6:30. You only got 2 hours to get out of this place.
My god!
So I don't want to be lost in the middle of the mountain forest, like at when sundown. So I kept telling myself, just move on. I kept seeing the sun like, oh my god, it's getting darker. Luckily, I managed to get out of the mountain at like in about 1.5 hours, like about 5:30 plus. But when I emerged, right, a lot of tourists were staring at me because if you emerge from the forest, it's exactly at Zhou.
Oh,
Zhou box. The top of Fort Canning.
Oh,
Not Fort Canning, Mount Faber.
Mount Faber. Ah.
Yeah.
So you're immersed at the back of the restaurant where they have all the locks, the nice railing and then have all the locks. So when I popped out, everybody was like, what is this guy doing here? They're all taking photos of the Singapore scenery and suddenly one guy just popped out from the tree and I had to walk around the perimeter to get out. But I walked through the whole path lah.
Yeah.
From the bunker to the reservoir,
everything.
then all the way up to the Japanese tomb and then all the way to the top of Mount Faber.
Wow. That was me at the Marsiling Tunnel.
Yeah, but
I also couldn't find my
very
way.
amazed by the Japanese tomb though.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to that Japanese tomb in
No.
the middle of
No.
Mount Faber?
But I know of it.
It's a very high level. I mean, if you understand how Japanese tombs are structured, given the size and the position of it, right, it's a very high level tomb. So why would you have such a high level tomb in the middle of like
Yeah.
Mount Faber?
But that area used to also be very war.
Yeah lah. But then have you seen the Korean film, the one about the burial one? Same director that did
Exuma.
Yeah, Exuma.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you watch Exuma, so it was around the same time. So after I watched, it made me thinking like, did they strategically bury this guy here because it was like a nail to
Yes,
Like,
Anchor.
like, we are still on top of.
yeah,
And then he
correct.
wasn't like a high ranking.
He's not even a soldier.
Yeah.
He was an engineer working for the Navy.
I think combat engineer.
Yeah, but they gave him a very high ranking.
Well, you're talking about the Korean film, right? Not the
No, talking
Japanese
about the
film.
Singapore Japanese tour.
the
So he's not
Japanese,
he's not even a real
Yeah.
military person.
Okay.
But they buried him in such a prestigious spot, which makes me wonder, like, like maybe the person wasn't what that mattered. What they needed was someone Japanese
guess,
to be
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be overwatching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that made me thinking, but I wonder whether his remains are still there or they just kept the tomb head there lah.
Yeah, I mean there were I think there were theories when Singapore was about to be liberated, right, from them. They took out a lot of they destroyed some of the shrines that they built.
Yes, correct. The MacRitchie one lah, right?
Yeah. I am not surprised if they removed it.
Maybe
Maybe it's just a shell. We don't know. Because eventually development will reach there. When we reaches there, then we will know.
We'll find out.
when I
Fine.
explored around the area, right, I can see more structures around it,
Yeah.
hidden among the trees. So that means it's not just a tomb. There are other
Stuff lah.
relics that's around it, but
Yeah.
non-accessible.
Yeah.
Maybe it's been left there for so long.
Yeah. So I always for me that place was. I mean, if you can actually go there at night, I'm sure it's a very different kind of feeling.
Yeah. You can imagine, right? I think we can both envision, right? You light the reservoir.
Oh yeah, at night. Wow.
Wow.
Probably see stuff that you are not supposed
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
But it's just that it's quite dangerous to access that place
Yeah,
at night
yeah,
because
yeah.
there's really no lights along the way. But to be fair, the whole Mount Faber pathway, right, with all those old colonial houses, a lot of the houses also have their own history, ma.
Yeah.
That whole stretch of Mount Faber.
Speaking of the houses, right? I remember there was a whole bunch of TikTok videos that SLA was making. It's like
Introducing all these
the
heritage
house,
houses.
then
Oh,
they
yeah,
put the
yeah,
rent.
yeah.
Then all the comments I go and see, this one haunted. Little kaka come tonight lah. All the ghost story all come already. What the
But honestly, right, if the rent was lower, I would consider staying there. The
Yeah.
rents are not cheap, the rents are quite high. But
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
heritage houses has its
charm.
beauty lah. Yeah,
It has its charm lah,
charms.
yeah. Plus the ghost lah.
That's
Yeah.
part of the charm.
Come with the hantu.
Because right now
part
the
of the charm.
Seletar ones are a lot of them are up for rental, ma.
Yeah.
Those around the old Seletar camp. Now that
Expensive lah,
they
expensive.
closed down that area,
Yeah.
they converted all the house to rentable office
Yeah.
units.
Yeah. I got a friend who like rich guy lah, so he stayed around that area. So we will go to his house for party. So they got a pool. Then I think his house is the last one on the lot.
Okay.
So it's facing the forest. Wow, that one damn shiok, yeah. Then you like barbecue, then you drink, then you chill there lah, like a whole bunch of people. But when we were taking the Grab there, right, the Grab driver was like, are you sure you're in the right place? Because like those roads are so small and then
Right.
the light, right, is the very old incandescent bulb. And then it's like partially lit. So it's like got gaps, right, but there's no light on. No, so then he high beam. Then I can tell he a bit scared. He said,
Which area? Adam Road area.
no, not Adam Road. I forgot.
it's like Woodley.
No, Woodley. Near Tangling.
Oh,
Near Tangling area. Near
Wow,
Tang-
that area also
yeah,
enough, yeah. A lot of this kind of things. one.
So then he drove in. Then he's like, "You all take care." Then we walk into the house. Then I remember I got one something creepy. It was very minor. I mean, I've been doing this for so long, right? So this kind of thing, people be like scared. But for me, it's like normal. I was talking. Then I was grilling the steak. Then I heard someone laugh beside me.
ooh,
Yeah,
like right beside her.
not right beside, like on top.
Ah,
Wow.
Then you know what's on top? A tree.
Oh, means it's Miss P lah.
that means
most probably.
you all your barbecue smoke went out lah. They know.
They know they song they song.
Yeah.
Everybody barbecue, I barbecue, you got problem. Then I just look up.
You happen
Nothing
to zong where he is.
nothing lah. Then I just I'm done. Then I walk away. I go somewhere else sit. Yeah, but very common lah. The house is so old.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this reminds me of a story that
Let's
William
go.
told me before. When I was interviewing him, right, because he had so many stories we had to choose to talk about. But one of the stories that stuck with me was when I remember he told me that when him and some of the film crew went to Bangkok for holiday, then they were all staying in this villa. And then somehow or rather, when they were all hanging out by the pool, he saw that there was this little girl by the bushes. Yeah, and this little girl kept trying to come to them. And for some reason, the little girl was very attracted to one of the crew, we shall not name who, but it's a female crew. Very attracted to the girl. And then William obviously went ahead and talked to her, communicated with her, and tried to get her to back up, like, things like that. Then, creepy thing was, the female crew found that there was a handprint on her shoulder. After that. So I think the girl was very attracted to this female crew. And maybe like a big sister or whatever lah. Yeah, but then did put herself on the crew.
So this gaffer, the William guy, he can see on lah.
Used to.
But now cannot already.
Close already lah.
Yeah, close already.
I think not say close, but more like I think he went through some ups and downs in his life because he did come on board as a guest, so he did mention lah. He did go through some ups and downs in his life, and I think it's not that he specifically went to close it. It's more like maybe at the moment he's more at peace with himself, so the energy level is different.
But he could see growing up, and he said that his house when he was young, right, apparently was a passageway to the other world. So when he was young growing up, he could always see that there were things passing by his house. Then
So
he would keep telling his parents, hey, why got this, why got that, but nobody believed him.
So I think he can still sense it, but it's just like I think they are not that obvious to him and they don't like show up to him anymore or approach him anymore. But when he's at like really high energy places, I think he can still sense things lah. Yeah, he stays at a heritage house. What?
Oh
He
yeah,
stays at-
right. No,
Yeah, he rents a place at
Buona Vista area.
the
area.
Commonwealth, that area.
Oh, one north one ah.
Yeah.
Not the one-off one, the one closer to Old Tanglin Hawk.
Oh,
The old black
okay.
and white condos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Monk Hill.
Yeah, around that area.
Monk Hill. It's
Just,
nice,
just behind the railway tracks lah.
Yeah, nice.
That area very nice. Actually,
Yeah,
those are
but
the kind
creepy lah.
of, but small lah. The unit also small.
I wanted to rent before I got my BTO. I wanted to rent. I wanted to try like maybe try live with my wife. See if we'll fight or not.
Okay.
Then I was working in One North media space. So then I was like, okay, we stay in One North. Then we go and look at the black and white. She was against the idea, but actually the rent very
felt
cheap.
very
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
But
No, she didn't go. She didn't even want to go and see.
But to be fair, transport a bit inaccessible.
Yeah,
Yes.
very deep inside, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I went, right? Then it's like those walkout apartment, but actually the neighbors very nice. They come
Yeah.
out and talk to me. They're like, are you looking at units? Are you want? Then the rent is actually affordable. About close to 2.5 to 3 room, right? Is 1.9 only.
Oh, okay.
Then I was seriously considering it.
Wow.
Then I went there. The only thing that really stopped me was the lack of food. There's nothing.
Accessibility is an issue.
Yeah,
lah.
then I
you really
always
have
go
to
home
walk
late.
quite far to get to the nearest.
So got no
eating
food to
place.
eat. I want to eat supper, so cannot eat food.
Yeah,
Then got a lot
yeah.
of mosquito.
Yes,
Yes.
because it's surrounded by greeneries and like canals here and there, all sorts of things.
Yeah. Then I go and ask the neighbor, say, so how you feel creepy? I say, no lah, I stay here so long, no such thing lah, no ghost lah.
Yeah, lor. This kind of thing, I feel that sometimes at the end of the day is whether you believe it or not. Lah.
No, I feel like if they are so
They're also so attuned to the
to
place.
attune, I think the
yeah.
ghost also, this guy is like, he stay here, it's okay.
I do
chill.
believe that, right? We are actually just coexisting with them in
Yeah.
every space that we are in. So
We share lah.
just
share.
不要去, sorry, just don't offend, don't do things that would be disrespectful. Then we just happily coexist with each other, lor. Yeah.
But actually, one thing did happen at one of the locations. It wasn't captured on camera. Yeah, it wasn't captured on camera, but it's related to the thing you heard laughing lah. So it was at Mount Pleasant area.
Oh,
Yeah.
famous
Yes. So we were filming right at the end near the old police
academy.
academy there. So I mean, we had a lot of weird things happen that night, but this thing wasn't captured on camera. But at one of the point, right, okay, like I set up this quest where I got one of our guests to tie a string of that's tied with a lot of frangipani flowers and then to, across the trees and then hang clothes. Because I read online that they like to look for clothes and all sorts of things. And after he hung the clothes, right, it wasn't captured on camera, but when we were leaving that area, we did hear like some rustling sound. When we went back, right, all the clothes that was initially hung with spaces in between all went to the middle of the rope.
Oh.
Yeah. And initially we thought, is it because the rope is not taut enough? So, maybe because that's why the weight all went down. But actually, by right, we got put stoppers in between one. So the hangers wouldn't just suddenly come to the middle. Never mind. So we tie the rope tighter this time so there's not any legs there. And then we hung the clothes again, right? And then it happened a second time. All the clothes were just to the middle of the rope. Yeah, but this wasn't captured on camera. Yeah, but this did happen on set that day.
You should have put a camera there. See what
It was too
happened.
dark. It was really too dark. The area was very, very dark. Only when...
Like then it won't happen already, ma.
Yeah. So I mean, we didn't plan for anything to happen there. That's why we kind of like just left it there. But it's just that when we were filming, we heard sound, we went back, and then the clothes are all consolidated in the middle. Then never mind. We thought, okay, first time, it's coincidence, but it happened a second time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that night the creepiest thing was
They call out his name.
they called out
right?
names. Yeah. The spirit box called out specific names. That was the very creepy part. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, old Police Academy, I also have a lot of stories. Actually, it's very near the old Caldecott.
Yes,
Yes,
it is,
right?
it is,
It's in the
it is
same-
very-
it's in the
Yeah,
same-
it's in the same
area.
area. And beside it, is the boundary of Bukit Brown already. Bukit
Yes,
Brown Cemetery.
this is the whole
Yeah.
stretch lah.
Also, Bukit Brown is a huge
Yeah,
cemetery.
super
It's
big.
Very big.
Yeah, it's really an estate lah. So my uncle, he was the first batch of NS men to do police.
Oh.
So
okay.
he stayed old time. Yeah, old Police Academy, and my dad also. So they are not scared of ghosts one. But
Yeah.
they said that the last block that's facing the forest towards Bukit Brown always got a lot of problem. Like recruits getting possessed lah, like people seeing stuff floating and flying to the point that it's become a normal thing. Like
Oh my
it's kind of like
gosh.
part of their training.
Okay.
But the one that I was talking about is not the academy there. I was talking about the old police officer clubhouse.
Mess.
Yeah, officer mess.
Yeah, now they are building BTO there.
Yes,
Oh, but
they
the
are.
officer mess is still there though.
Yeah,
They never tear down the building.
they convert it to some some community space. They love that lah. They love that. They love that.
Gentrified.
Because
term is
many,
what?
many years ago when I was still in secondary school, one of my friend, her father works for the police. So for her, I cannot remember which birthday, could be 18th birthday. Yeah, she actually did her 18th birthday at the officer mess at the ballroom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
so
went?
I went. Then after that, right, we secretly went to explore the building. Got to say, right, at the point of when it was still functioning as officer mesh, right, some of the corners are quite scary.
Yeah.
When it was still on its in
Why?
its
What do you
original
feel?
state lah.
What do you see?
No, it's just like dark and
Ing
yeah.
Ing
The
energy
presence
lah.
is just
Yeah.
But the ballroom is like very happy, right? Everybody dancing down there, enjoying her birthday, cutting birthday cake. But once you leave that room where got people, right?
Right.
You just go to all the other areas, right? It just feels completely dead one.
Downtown East
Oh,
Downtown East like wow, happy chalet. Right? Then
Yeah.
you go right near the Pasir Ris beach. Right? Then
Ah.
a bit creepy.
But Pasir Ris Beach also
Walao.
one of the very because also Japanese soldier that area.
Yeah. There's also another home of the kakas. The mangrove swamp. A lot of them. Yeah. What's that canal? Sungai Api-Api.
Oh yes, correct.
Famous.
Mount
okay,
Api-Api,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
hey, I also recce there, but I never felt
because of
anything.
You know Sungai Api-Api every year will take people on there.
Huh, serious ah?
I went there for a non-horror project, like a docu, right? I was shooting. I feel the ink. Like I was just shooting like some B-rolls with my guy. Right? Then I can feel like, why it's so cold? But this is like golden hour.
Okay.
So it should be nice, right? Then there were people walking around. So I feel like, wow, a bit ink under this place. And it's like mangroves, then trees, right? Then beside is all HDB. So it's like one long. But
okay.
ink, I just feel very ink.
Do you feel like you naturally attract them a bit more?
Me?
Yeah.
I think they know me.
Okay.
I believe if you do long horror enough, like even for Zhou Gong even longer, they know him already. He's like, yeah, this guy is just do horror, like don't cross the line can already.
True.
Yeah, so I'm not easily scared, but I just feel like you have to have respect for both sides.
I mean, you guys are on very good terms with Art, right? He hosted Incredible Tales for like how many years? 13 years, right? So even now that he doesn't host that show anymore, does he still like feel things?
Yeah, he got the third eye.
But
But he all along have the third eye for his entire life. So
then why
he's
did he
born with
choose to host such a show? Like, isn't it, like looking
It's
for
all the
trouble?
more, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's.
I think it's
isn't-
like I feel like I don't know if you believe in this. It's like the laws of the world where you will just attract.
you are like kind of summoned to do this.
Yeah,
thing, I
it's like you
guess.
got chosen one. It's
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
cannot force it one. You just have I just need to do it. Like If you force it for money or what, it will backfire.
Yes.
I think you are chosen to do
Yeah, I
it.
actually agree. Yeah,
I think
maybe.
Art told me lah. I mean, I've spoken to Art and Daisy Irani who did the show. They said that we wanted someone who was a bit more different. They don't want someone who is very Singaporean. They want a different perspective because these are Singaporean stories from a different perspective. Also, they got this guy who has an
So at least the
American
hosting
accent.
part feels more neutral.
Yeah, American accent. Like then Daisy always say that, the first day he came on set, then he was pronouncing it Sungai Api Api. Like, then she was trying to tell him like, no, it's Sungai Api Api. You cannot say it like that. So I thought it was quite interesting lah. And then I think at that point, I can't really speak for Art, but I believe he did say that he wasn't really in tune with it. Like he never fully accept it.
Okay.
Mr. I.
Until
like I think he a bit, because when he did it, he was in his 20s.
Right.
So
Yeah.
until he grew older, then he's now like, he can control it very well.
I'm still very amazed by the fact that such a show was even allowed. Because now it seems like it's not even possible.
Yeah.
You cannot even pitch.
Yeah.
actually it's true. There used to be a lot more of such exploration things, right? I mean, I grew
Now
up
it's not even
thinking-
possible.
Like Daisy is really, really someone that I respect a lot in the media industry because she really trailblazer. First of all, like in the 2000s, media industry is very, even till now, male dominated. As someone who is above the line, she had to fight extra hard for funding and budget. And then you are doing horror.
Yeah, which
In
is a topic
2000,
that
which
is...
it's like double. So I really respect her stories. She told me a lot of war stories where I cannot tell here on air, even on the air. But I would say that she really pushed the horror space for us in terms of TV.
Do you think it was harder to do horror in the past, or is it harder to do it now?
I think now even harder though.
No, I think now easy.
Is it from okay lah, on online space lah?
I feel it's easy because right now horror. I mean, this is from my perspective lah. Horror is a genre that is proven to make money.
True.
Our people only speak about money. So if you tell them this one can make you X amount of money, okay,
I mean,
good to go.
other genres can make money also, but the problem is other genre cost a lot more to do.
Exactly.
Horror is the one that can be done effectively at a more reasonable budget.
Yes, yeah. I think that's one thing that I think, and also regionally, like Indonesia makes 200 horror features.
Yeah,
a year.
correct.
So it's a proven format lah. So I think it's more acceptable. So I think it's easier.
I mean, there's one that's coming out that I'm quite eager to watch. The latest horror by Joko Anwar. I saw the trailer. The people with trypophobia probably wouldn't want to watch that film.
Circle.
Yeah,
Don't even.
The poster is was quite haunting. But
He knows what buttons to push lah.
Actually, his films are quite cool. But I had a chance to work with him loosely on the project lah. Like I was in the same project, but we were working on different parts. But he did cameo for one of the projects that we were working on. So I had a chance to talk to him lah. He did share like some encounters that he met when he was filming, like even that Satan's Slave and all those. So actually Indonesia has a lot of their stories lah.
Yeah, of course. We were supposed to do a Indonesian talk, and then very unfortunately, that was last year lah. There was a riot, right? Remember? So we cancelled the trip, and we were lining up to collab with other Indonesian channels, and they're like, "How your stories, right? It's like just a fraction of what we have." Like ours
I'm
is
sure,
like,
man.
I mean, historically, they've been around for so much longer.
Yeah.
Land mass wise, they're so much bigger than us.
Yeah, and it's like they have full on shows where they film like possession, and then it's like 1 hour long. Every episode on YouTube. Like it's like insane. Right. And
if
then
you ever want to explore the Vietnam space, tell me.
Vietnam
I'll be
space.
happy
Vietnam.
to explore too.
Vietnam space. Yeah, actually, I hear a few stories from Vietnam, but not as much lah. Not as much. And actually, their goals, right, not the same, but I would say similar to Chinese one.
But I think partially
Chinese,
not as much, only because it had a similar history to China at one point of time.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it was suppressed at some point of time.
Yeah.
But
It's
now
very
that it's
suppressed,
opened up, maybe you will start hearing more and start knowing more.
Yeah, I feel like they are quite open to ghosts.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can see which country is like opposed to the supernatural one. Yeah.
China for sure.
Yeah lah, 100% lah. Yeah.
Because another place that has a lot of story that's very interesting is Philippines.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We had one. Yeah, we actually adapted for our narrative podcast Ghost Maps. It's about the Dang Hari Road. Yeah, there's political involvement. So the Philippines was under dictatorship rule for a while, right? Then actually he disposed a lot of the political descendants in that near that road, and then some of them they practice black magic, so they come back as vengeful spirits, and they haunt that road, and it's like a insane version of Old Tampines Road. So there were a lot of stories that coming out of Dang Hari Road. Wow, that road is quite crazy. I do want to visit that road because it's like one lone road.
Is that in Manila or
No. It's
part of
outside of Manila, I think.
okay.
It's to another province lah. So it's like one of those highways that you need to take. It's Dang Hari
Wow.
Road. Yeah.
road stories are actually quite
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. I definitely want to do a road video. I think it's pretty cool. I like what you guys did. You know, like
driving
as in
around.
You're driving and talking kind
But
of
you
thing.
you're driving in circles, right? Or is it like
Oh
one?
no, we're driving from our meetup point to location lah.
location.
Yeah. But if not enough time, then we will
You
start
do
going in
yeah.
circles.
Because I imagine like maybe you want another take, then you need to
Yes,
drive
correct.
again.
Then we start driving in circles a
Yeah.
while, but
Sure.
but we always start off because most of the time we have a HQ and a base where we can do makeup and we can set up. Then we start off from there lah.
Yeah. Actually, the previous episode that I recorded with actually Genesis. Genesis, yeah. The young horror person.
Podcaster.
Yeah, young one. So the future for us. So she mentioned that when she was on the show with you, right? Is it the one with that you mentioned just now? That episode? The Zhou Gong one? She said something happened.
Genesis was
No,
on
she wasn't on our
meh?
show, but recently.
No, the podcast, the radio show.
Oh,
Oh
really?
yes. Because recently we had a podcast party. Art was on that show that day while you were there. What?
I was there.
Yeah. Lor, that day. Actually, I don't know what happened. Because do you remember when you're about to roll? Suddenly, only the ladies was affected. So Miss Mo and Genesis, they both started coughing on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
was
we had
quite
two
bad,
different
it was quite bad.
segments. Yeah, it was two completely different segments. So somehow when we were rehearsing the whole day, they were all fine. But as they were sitting on stage, right, when Miss Mo was doing her segment, she suddenly just felt very choked, and then she started coughing like crazy. And then when Genesis turned to do the same thing, in fact, they were sitting on the same. Was it on the same seat? I think so.
No, Miso was there. Right? No, Miso on the other side.
Oh yeah.
this is this side,
But in
yeah.
any case, right, when Genesis turned to, she also suddenly choked up.
Wait, they weren't on the same time, right?
They one of the part they were, but the other part they weren't.
Yeah. I know Mismo one was with Art.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was with Genesis, same time lah.
yeah,
But they were at the different ends lah. But Miss Mo had a different segment before Art's segment ma. Yeah, so before that she suddenly choked up. Like she was
Oh, do you
telling
know
her
about that?
story.
She also choked.
She also choked.
Yeah.
She also choked quite badly. Then later on, Genesis also choked. They were like, what happened? But then apparently later on, we heard from some of the Ting Zong, like, they saw like someone choking them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Are you
my God.
serious?
Are you kidding
Someone actually told us that. I was like,
That is
okay.
That's rude. Actually,
Yeah,
that's
that is pretty-
beyond the what's allowed.
To be affecting a live show going on.
no,
is it?
physically touching like someone is actually is not good.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was quite weird for them to suddenly choked up for no reason.
So
lah.
like, actually, the audience came up to you guys to say that. Is it
No,
like-
later on after the show, I heard from other people.
Oh my
They were
God.
like saying that. Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay.
Did they describe what the
I
thing looked
I
like?
don't know. I didn't hear any details, so I honestly don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
But Genesis is very interesting to talk to and speak with. Yeah, because not a lot of youngsters, are interested in this topic. But for her to,
Yeah, we sound so old right now.
Yeah, guys, stop it.
when
not a
I
lot of
see people
youngsters.
starting with two, I'm like, you're still starting with two. So lucky.
Yeah. No, but the radio show she said something happened also, right?
Oh, the recent one.
972, yeah.
Oh, this sounds very bad. Our older guys, because we have like different age range, right, they heard a little girl
Yeah.
on the radio. Funny thing, I didn't hear. I had my headphones on. She had a headphone on. But okay, so that day was quite funny because one of our regular hosts is Nana.
Yeah.
Nana is a regular, and she's a very no joke person, man. She doesn't joke about things, right? Yeah, she doesn't make fun of all these things. So that day, right, suddenly when she shot a glare at Freddy, like suddenly we were like just chatting, and then suddenly she just shot a glare at Freddy, and then Freddy just looked back at her, and then they kind of like had an acknowledgement nod, right? And we were like, what happened? Because me and Genesis were side by side. And we were like, we saw that exchange of glances, but I don't know what happened. So when we went off air, right, then they started, do you hear that little girl voice just now? And me and Genesis was like, no, we didn't hear anything. So apparently, they heard. So Freddy heard, Nana heard, Zhou Gong heard a little girl's voice through the through the earphone. And the thing is, even people were commenting and sending in, they heard it too. So there were also audiences who heard it because they were live messaging us to say that they heard something too. But me and Genesis really never hear anything. So we were like, we never hear anything though. But the next week when we went back to the radio show, right, when the podcast came out, there were audiences who managed to pull out the exact time code where the little girl voice was heard. So apparently, it was caught captured on air. Yeah. But when I was there on the spot that day itself, I really didn't hear anything through my earphone. Yeah. Neither did she.
Yeah.
Wow. I find it very scary that sometimes, right, you might not hear it immediately, but if you go back and re-listen to things, you will start picking out all the little back tracks.
Normal.
Yeah, I'm sure it happens to you guys a lot as well, right?
It happens when I'm recording also, not here lah. When my old studio at Golden Mile Tower happened before I was recording, I heard a fourth voice. Oh. I got 3 tracks, 4th voice come out. I said, where the hell is the 4th voice?
But what are they saying though? Like hi?
No, it's like creepy, right?
They're just like trying to play around with you. Also,
then I like that. I told them, you stop talking. I can still hear it a little bit lah. Then I on and off. Then gone.
But recently I came across this British, I think it's British YouTuber. So he's a tomb cleaner.
Oh,
so he's a voluntary tomb cleaner.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, he literally goes to like old cemeteries to help people clean tombs and all sorts of things. And he'll go with a spirit box. And it's quite cool because you'll have conversation with the spirit box as he's cleaning the tomb. And the thing is, the response he gets sometimes, right, are so direct. He's cleaning the tomb of a little girl, and then the voice of a little girl come across the spirit box, like saying hi to him, kind of thing.
My God.
Yeah, so it's like I was like, wow, actually, it's not scary, but it's quite cool. He's doing this out of pure respect for history. He feels like old tombs, some of them are just left there, and it's just like turning mossy and all. He's just there to clean up. Then one day he just thought, hey, maybe it's cool to just bring a spirit box along. Maybe they will communicate with him. And true enough, he actually started getting
responses.
Yeah, very direct responses.
Wow.
Yeah. I saw the video also. Then they were saying like thank you.
Yeah.
Then got one asked him to get out.
Yeah, I saw the get out one. Then he was like, sure, fine, I'm not gonna. Yeah, then he even before cleaning, he just left and he just went to clean the other one. Because it's like, since you don't want me to touch you, I won't touch you. He just left. Yeah, but that one's quite cool because it's all live when he actually did it.
Yeah.
Right? And the spirit box does capture random stuff here and there, but the clear voices do pop up all of a sudden.
Is that inspiring you to do that too?
I saw this channel before I did that spirit box quest for my one lah. But it's just nice to see, like verification and validation that it works for other people. Because I think that day was really very funny because Ping Hui Taga was really just playing with that thing. Yeah, because we are at the end of the thing really. We're at the end of the filming, we're going to do the closing, but he really was just like, hey, can I try it? Because he was with Wisely the whole time. So it's like, can I try it? So he really took it. They started pretending that, it's a walkie-talkie. They started communicating with it. And suddenly he heard his own name come through it. Then he really, he just blanked out. That's why he just like, okay, I shall not play this anymore. Then he returned it to Wisely. Then we went back and then we really... Because I heard it on the spot. I did hear his name on the spot. He did hear his own name on the spot also.
And Zhou heard it also, right?
Yeah. So after that, we went back and then we went to pull out. He really his name. But the thing is that even earlier at the very start, the spirit box already had someone calling out Wisely's name even at the very start already. Yeah. And it's just interesting how it can call out their name very precisely. Yeah, it wasn't even like a blur. It was a clear, sharp calling out to their name.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe because I have a lot of those organic experiences like without technology. So I find it very hard to trust technology because spirit box, it could potentially pull a radio signal. And Singapore
it's possible.
It's highly
I don't
dense.
disagree.
Yeah.
If you're doing it at Pulau Ubin, Pulau Tekong, then maybe. But in Singapore, I think very hard to believe.
Yes, because our radio waves is very busy.
But
in
then
Singapore.
again, you guys are super skeptics. If the person telling you, like on camera, right, the host is telling you, hey, I just heard someone call my name, but the sound didn't catch it, would you believe? Or would you be more inclined to believe the spirit box that actually you can visually see it and hear it? Which one would you believe more, right? So I think it's also a very tough spot when you're doing like ghost hunting lah.
Correct. I think a lot of people ask us things like, hey, do you all really fake this? Like my possession episode, do you all really fake the possession? How you all know? I was like, no, never. If you think I want to fake, I'm putting myself there by playing the Ouija board myself. So it's like, how can I fake that possession? I saw him shivering already. Like you just kind of know something was going to happen, but you can't plan for that. Like I cannot be praying and asking the thing, please come and possess my guest. No lah. I mean, for sure, but I also know where is the line to draw, right? So I wouldn't.
But do you guys have like contingency plans? Like if someone gets possessed, what would you?
That's why we have Wisely on set. That's why we have Andrin on set.
He can settle lah.
Can
He on basic things, but at least he knows who to call.
Who to
last
call.
minute also.
Yeah.
Even if he can't settle, he at least knows who to call last minute
Yeah,
to settle
but he
things.
knows how to do it.
Yeah lah,
certain
basic ones
certain
lah.
basic
Interesting.
things he can do.
So it's good to have him on the team lah.
Has to I think I would not do the show without him honestly.
Yeah.
Like there were a lot of advisors that we consult. Even the challenges that we do, right? We actually consulted them before.
whether it's
and
too
like,
much, whether
is
it's
it
okay.
okay. These things can be done, cannot be done. Especially the episodes in Malaysia. I went through a lot of discussion with Andrin before we decided what can be done, what cannot be done. And he also did suggest like, oh, maybe I can bring this prop, the Xun Long, the dragon thing. If you will watch, there's a spinning dragon thing.
Yeah.
It was out of his own suggestion. He thinks, hey, I think that can work. So there's a lot of planning involved now. It's not that we just go ahead and be like,
Of course lah.
try and wing it. It doesn't happen. Yeah.
Interesting. So you mentioned that you got asked advice of the masters So did you guys like go against the advice for some things?
I think
Like,
the biggest advice that she went against was Chong say no 碟仙, then she still played it. That's probably the biggest defiance she did. yeah.
but
I
Chong
got asked
never
for
play
permission lah.
He did
I
play.
got asked for his
But
permission
but he
lah.
was quite against it because I think season 1, that was what led them to have one of the worst encounter they had. That's why for season 2, he tried avoiding it. But I think that episode, in the end, he relented because Wisely was there. Wisely's friends was there. They were all aware and familiar with the process. So they kind of gave a bit more assurance. So
Yeah.
he relented and
And
said,
I also
okay.
did ask the guests if they are comfortable
Yeah.
doing it. So if they are not, I wouldn't have done it lah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, we will still check with them. End of the day, we don't want anybody leaving the show feeling
Like they were exploited or something.
and we don't want them leaving the show with extra things that they don't want.
yes. So
Yeah.
thank you to Toya Pei who appeared and scolded me for telling me, don't do this anymore. But okay. I promise I will not.
don't play already. Don't play already.
Don't play with Ouija board lah. But
yeah.
there are
Yeah,
other
Ouija
things.
board is like the big no-no, I feel. Like
Yes.
for everybody.
Whether it's the Chinese version or the Western version.
Yeah.
I do think that the board itself is like, even though a lot of people say
energy.
it started out as like I mean, for both culture, it was meant to be a fun thing, but
Toys
the
R Us
energy it brings
sold
around.
it. Yeah, Toys R Us sold it.
Oh, yeah.
Not
It was
in Singapore.
It was a toy.
Not in
Yeah.
Singapore, in the US.
See,
yeah,
they
yeah.
allow kids to do it.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah lah. Yeah, so that's why I got demonic possession. That's why I got a lot of conjuring films because of things like this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah lah.
true lah.
But it's a portal.
Yeah, I would believe so.
yeah,
I think.
yeah.
So I
Otherwise,
heard you're not supposed to hold up that pointer and look through it, right?
Yeah, I think you
Because
can see.
that hole in the middle is supposedly, if you look through it,
You can see.
You
Yeah.
will see the portal.
You will see the underworld.
whoever think you're invited lah. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Would you take a trip to the Netherworld
to go
Yeah.
to hell?
if you actually get an opportunity to do it?
No, because I don't want to know too much. I think knowing too much also makes you fear. It's like you have spoilers to your own story. I don't want to have spoilers to my own story.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's like to see what it's like, yeah, I also don't want. I want to experience for the first time. Imagine
it's
like
time.
you really die already, then you're like, oh yeah, I've been here before last time.
This is myself, it's
nothing
here,
much.
like-
And I believe that in order to go to see all these kind of things, right, you need to pay something.
I also feel
I
so.
don't think it's free one. You need to give something.
Yeah, and it's not a monetary thing. It's you have to sacrifice.
Yeah, your
certain
soul
things,
or
right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want.
I mean,
to-
it's not Insidious. I mean, if you watch Insidious, it's technically about that. The whole Insidious franchise is about that medium who ventures off to the netherworld side, and then every time she goes there, she comes up with something worse. Yeah, so that's why she doesn't want to go anymore unless she really has to. I agree lah that even though it's completely different culture, but the same belief and the same practice is actually quite universal.
Yeah, agree. So after doing this horror show, do you guys have any things that you brought back?
No, not for me. I think people always ask me why do I like to do horror. For me, it's really because I think I'm quite lucky to not feel and sense a lot of things. So that's why I dare to do it. But at the same time, I also always tell people I do it because for me it's an interest. And then when I do it, I always do it properly. Like I don't go and make fun of it. So that's why I dare to continue to do it. Yeah, I'm not there to find trouble. I can't say whether I'm a believer or not because I can't see it, I don't sense it, but I respect it definitely.
For me, it's about the human side of things. Actually, I think okay, if we're talking about like spirits, right? They were once humans.
Yeah.
So for me, is to find out the stories. So I'm more interested in the stories side, like what happened, if we are able to communicate with them, then it's what happened to you. To me, that is the side that would intrigue me more lah. Yeah. So you tell me the scare and everything that comes with it. Of course, it's scary because it's something that we cannot see. We cannot really get in contact with. But I believe that every spirit has a story to tell, and I think that is what would draw me into doing something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree. For me, and I think for Win as well, we both are storytellers. We just want to tell a good story, a good scare. But that's why we didn't want to do ghost hunting. Actually, we both know Q, right? We're our friend. And then Q, when you guys were casting for a show, Q said, hey, you go lah. I link you out with my friend Cecilia. You go for this thing lah. I said no. I draw the line at ghost hunting. I don't do ghost hunting.
Actually, that was the struggle we had also. Because a lot of our guests was like, I can share my story, but to go and ghost hunt is really a different thing.
Yeah,
Especially some of them made it very, I mean, some of the guests, they were very open in sharing with us that I had experienced something that it took me a very long while to get rid of. You know, I can share this story, but I don't want to open up myself to the possibility of encountering again, because it took them a lot of effort to
Get
to
over
end it.
it.
Yeah, to end it.
Yeah.
Strangely now, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
in the industry.
There's two. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
guests I
yeah.
spoke to, two of them gave me a very similar account. Like
Yeah.
they encountered something. They told me their story, but they're like, it took them very long to really,
Very hard.
leave that space and leave whatever is bugging them. So they were warned, don't even dabble with it, because dabbling with it might just reopen it up for you. So they really were like, yeah, I can tell you my story, but I'm not gonna get myself in that situation anymore.
Happens to a lot of my friends also. Like a friend who told me a story about his mom, how his mom was possessed in those, those home-based temple. So for some reason, she's okay if you go to a big temple, like the Guan Yin Miao, all it's fine. But when she goes to all these small home-based temple, right, she just gets possessed.
Because I do
for
think the
some
home-based
reason.
ones are more into
By
something.
what,
Yeah.
deities or by spirits?
Not sure also.
Because,
But the thing is, you see, right, these are the stories that we want people to come on and tell. Then you tell them, oh, but actually part 2 of the show is you need to go ghost hunting. Then they're like, are you crazy? I just told you that she's easily possessed and you want her to go to a place that can be possibly possessing her.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the difficulty that we faced in trying to get people to come on the show. And I respect that. I'm not going to push it and be like, okay, you must come or you must go for the hunting, right?
Yeah.
So I think in a way it makes us rethink how we want to do the hunting.
Yeah.
So why we introduce challenges, why we do this, right?
So it's not really a hunt anymore.
Yeah, we want to make it more like an adventure thing, rather than like we're really going to ghost hunt. We're really going to do what a lot of other paranormal seekers would do. I think that's not what we set the show
Go
up
find
to be.
something inside the cemetery.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just want people
but
to
I
have an
did see-
opportunity to explore locations and maybe do a little bit of something to kind of explore how it is like,
Yeah.
but not really to like go deep into the hunting and like get a possibility of bringing something home.
But when
lah.
doing the research, I saw the Surya one and Vasanta one. They're very daring.
Yeah.
Especially the Vasanta one. They were very daring.
Tingle
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
The host and the...
Yeah.
I mean, it's technically the host. The host is really very daring.
Ravi G. Yeah. Ravi G was on Tales also. Yeah. The
He
guy
really just go and...
actually he very scared one.
Well, but he still did everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
No, he's very professional. So he's like, I asked him, you scared, right? He said, yeah, I'm very scared. Like, and I think season 1 he was doing it with Rishita. And Rishita is the non-believer. Like, not scared of ghosts one. Even got something she saw. I think she saw a kaka, and she said, I don't think it's real. Then I was like, you literally saw a ghost, and you say the ghost not real. And then I think the dynamic worked really well. But Ravi was very a professional lah. So he was hosting, and then he had to like finish the job But he said that he was scared lah.
Yeah.
But I think he grew because they 3 seasons already. So I think he grew already. Now he like not as scared. Yeah.
I think this kind of thing, how to say
Exposure therapy.
yes. That's the right term to use, exposure therapy.
No, but when
I
we
was
were
so
in
scared
the
one day.
Malaysia part, we did meet a very interesting person. Because when
the-
you went
Which
recce,
one?
we met him, the guy.
Oh, the seeker.
Yeah. So
Ah.
she when she went on the first recce herself with the fixer, they bumped into a TikToker who is actually a ghost hunter. Yeah, so he go solo one. So when we were there to film our stuff, he was there again.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, he was there
I
again.
didn't see him.
I saw him. Because she was busy, so I was like the more free person. So I did encounter the guy that she met the first time. He was there filming his own TikTok again. So okay, that premise that we went to has a few different compounds. Right?
It was a school lah.
Yeah, so we went to the school part. But in front of the school, there's a single level building. You know, the big
before
part,
the entrance.
after the entrance. So after the entrance, there's one by that side.
the early compound.
Yes,
lah.
correct. There's one more smaller single story building over there. So he was exploring that place himself. Yeah.
Okay.
But then I think he did say that this place is actually more, this specific compound is more haunted than the school compound that we are filming at. But he was exploring that place himself.
No, so the story goes, I think that we can say because Chong said it on air himself, right? So that day when we were filming that episode, right? This was like episode 8 really. Because we already have been through like 2 weeks of filming, intensive filming for this, right? And Chong has almost never ever said no to anything that we asked him to. But that day, right, was the first time he actually, after we went back to the location to recharge our batteries and stuff, we went out, right? He pulled me aside and said, is it possible that we don't go into the school? I cannot go in
he's
there.
like, can he stay outside of the compound?
Yeah, like he's like, can he stay outside of the compound? Because I said, what happened to you? He said, oh, when we went back in for the first time, I was so uncomfortable. I thought I was going to pass out. That means that place is very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at first we thought it was the compound, like he said, had three,
4 structures.
4 structures. So
But the
I
school is
chose
the main one.
the inside
Yeah.
one. The outside one near the gate was where I didn't choose. I chose the inside one.
Yeah.
And then so we suggested, what if we only explore the outside area instead of the inside area, ma? Then we spoke to Andrine lah. We said, hey, Andrine, what do you think? Like, how do you think we can resolve this? Because I'm not sure whether we are able to just keep him
Because if we put
outside.
him outside, right, the signal is not far
Correct,
enough.
we're going to face a lot of technical
he's
issues.
not going to be able to receive the footage.
Yeah. So then Andrine said, but actually the outside area is
Yes.
even more fierce. Like the outside area where the security guard post is, there were like demonic level spirits at the back. So if we move there, it's actually a lot more it will be a lot more uncomfortable for him. So in the end, we took some time to sort of calm Chongqing down also, and we let Andrine speak to him. And then it was very funny, this part. Andrine said, do you believe that if you go back again, you'll be fine? Then Chongqing was a bit scared also lah. So he said, okay, you know what, let's give it a try. So I promised him, I said, if you go back and you really feel very uncomfortable, we'll call this off. I will find a way to shoot this no matter what. I don't want him to feel uncomfortable doing it lah, the show. So he went back, and then I saw him for a small moment, right? He just sat by himself in the van, no? Then I was like, is he okay, no? So I peeked. I saw that he was sort of like chanting something. So that was the moment after that he came out. Then he told us, he said, he went to Andrine and said, is there a tree spirit here? Then Andrew said, you met him, is it? And then he said, yeah. Because when he was in the van by himself, he heard the familiar voice, which was this tree spirit that used to speak to him when he was younger also, telling him that 你来得太突然了, you appeared too sudden, so all the other spirits didn't have time to get used to your energy. That's why at the start they attacked you.
And now he's fine.
But now, after Andrew did all that rituals and also communicated with them that we are just here to do a short filming session and stuff, then they left him alone. And he was fine. Like, you could tell physically he was fine already.
He didn't feel intimidated anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that was something that really, really hit me
But
quite
why
hard.
I mentioned that part is because that single story building I was talking about that's beside the other building, the Malay TikToker who goes to ghost hunt is actually there filming himself while we were filming another building. I got to say he's very, very daring. He was really filming there by his own. But at the end of the filming, right, Andrin did say that actually that building that guy was filming alone is a lot more.
Correct lor.
Yeah.
It was the demonic part that he said.
Very
lor.
not scared.
That guy not scared. That guy really not
that
scared.
guy lives and breathes for you. Right?
Yeah.
Like, when we spoke to him during the recce, right, he was so passionate about everything. So I originally wanted to bring him on the show because he can speak a bit of Chinese also. Yeah, but then later on, I think we found other better guests lah. So we figured that maybe we'll just let him do what he does best.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see him there again that day, but he was there again that
but
day.
he was the one who actually told me all the stories about that school. Said that when he went to film that place himself, he saw across the building there were things floating. He went down to the canteen area. He has seen like how the old canteen, which is now defunct, totally mossy.
Oh yeah,
and
the maintenance.
yeah, maintenance is very
it's
bad,
waterlogged
right?
like crazy.
Waterlogged, right? But he said he saw activities happening during those areas also.
And this which part of Malaysia is this?
JB.
Lor.
JB. Oh,
Yeah.
So
And so interesting is in the middle of like civilization.
Yeah, it's just
in
like
the
this
middle of
old
civilization, it's just
defunct
abandoned.
school that is like right behind your residential
Yeah, and
area.
then the front right is it's like a super
Shopping
atas
mall.
condominium.
Yeah.
One of the most atas condominium is like right in front of it, behind this police station.
Yeah,
and this
yeah,
school is
yeah.
just deserted. And then there's another school just beside it that's functioning. Yeah, so it's surrounded by population, but in the middle of all these things, it's just this deserted school.
yeah.
I mean, when you have land, right, you can just
it's true.
in
Yeah.
Singapore that will never happen.
There were no buildings
Very
left
fast, very
deserted
fast.
for too long.
Which is why we thought for Malaysia episode it'd be interesting to explore places that we would not be able to do in Singapore. Like for example, schools and shopping malls.
Yeah,
'Cause
big
we will never
buildings
be
that
able
are
to do
deserted
that
for a
one.
long time.
Yeah, but Malaysia has so many that it was so creepy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
Singapore
it's-
only houses, small houses. will be deserted,
Even
but-
like those that you slated for demolition. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Is the dormitory still around? The
Which one?
Burmese dormitory, is it? No, the Cambodian dormitory.
Where?
Oh, is it the Tanglin
Tanglin
one?
one. Is
The
it
Tanglin
still
one?
there?
No, Brunei.
Oh, Brunei, yes,
Brunei
Brunei
hostel. Yeah.
Oh,
It's still
I
around,
think
it's still
that
around.
was
It's still around.
I think they still own the land.
Still defunct?
Still defunct.
Okay.
But really tight already, the security.
I know. Now you
Yeah.
can't even. Last time it's like literally you can park the car straight in front of it and look at the building.
You
Now
can go
can't even
in last time. It's they never even block. You can, because there were a lot of disturbance.
Yes, it's not the haunting parts. It's a lot of people going there to do illegal
Got spirits lah,
dealings.
but I don't think the spirit very karang. I think very chill. So I got friends right. They are really, because we do a lot of urban exploration. Then this was back in the day. Don't go trespass.
Yeah.
Back in the day where it was a bit more tolerated.
Yeah.
So we went in. We didn't make much noise. Then my friends started taking the stuff. They got like the championship medal. All this you go and take.
What?
Yeah, I'm the champion. Like take photo. Just to take photo.
Okay, don't guys.
Then we
please
went up
don't
the
do that.
roof. Roof very scary one. So it was okay lah. But I think there was one group of people who went in to shoot a music video.
Oh.
And then they brought in drums. Because abandoned building very aesthetic ma.
Yeah,
shoot
it's
music
true
video.
though.
I think they created a lot of noise. Then police were caught. Then I think they got arrested. Yeah.
Wow.
The students
Okay.
film students but it's so stupid Then it became a thing, and I think it was starting to get popular, urban exploration. Then people, I think it came out in the news. So there were a lot of people going to abandoned places and doing what they should not do, and then
Because when I was in my university, when we were doing film, we were supposed to. So what the assignment was actually quite an interesting assignment. So the school actually identified a fixed location, and all of us are supposed to shoot our film at that location.
Oh, really?
For the assignment, yes. So the location that we found for my year was actually the old French embassy. Now it's converted to a restaurant already, the one at Botanic Garden there. But at that point of time when we're filming, it was still deserted. So we're filming at the deserted house. They're like, yes. I'm like, whoa, deserted house, because I was very interested in that thing. So we were filming it. You can either use the old French embassy or the other house that's just beside it at the slightly higher elevated ground. And then everybody filmed at the old French embassy because that space, right, is more open. In the daylight can still go in, so that place was alright. The other house at the top of the hill is those old black and white building, right? When we went to recce, right, wow, it was scary not because of the paranormal stuff, because it's been enclosed for so long. When we first opened the door, right, and light finally poured in, right, wow, all the bats inside the house started flying around. And when we stepped in, right, the floor was like crusty. Then we realized that it's just bed sheet, like 2 cm thick bed sheet. So we were literally stepping on like dried bed sheet on the floor. They were like, how to film here? So in the end, we did film, but we only used the exterior because the interior was like beyond usage lah. Yeah, but that two house at point of time was completely deserted. So I couldn't come up with a story at the point of time. I don't know what to shoot. So I remember one day, I went back on my own to recce that place, hoping to get some, inspiration to do my idea. And I didn't know that we actually have to inform SLA beforehand if you're going down there. So I accidentally activated the SLA alarm, and the Ethos police came also while I was exploring that place. Yeah, but I have to say, in the day when we went as a class to visit the place, it was alright. But at that time when I went back, it was in the evening on my own, right? That place is actually quite scary. Yeah, but I think it's still better than the Woodneck Istana right inside lah.
yeah.
Oh, that was one place that we never. I mean, it was
Transfer
on
back
our
to Singapore
list.
already.
Finally,
Oh, they got the land back.
They do a land swap ma.
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh,
Johor
yeah,
region.
yes, correct.
So,
They did a land swap.
so in the horror spaces, everybody's like, hey, right? They get
Means
back the
can
land.
go already, right?
No, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna make a cafe, bro.
Oh,
But the
what's
building is
new?
in such a bad state. How?
No, I think they will refurbish it. Because,
okay.
Matilda, we are known for this. We gentrify the ghost space. Even the ghost like, am I a joke?
Matilda is now like the clubhouse of the condo, right?
Yeah, correct.
Am I a joke to you?
Yeah, it is now.
Also, they're going to keep most of the structure and then refurbish.
Actually,
by
that
the
would
end
be
lah.
honestly quite cool.
I
lah,
think they would try. I think they would try because it's a historical building.
Because when I went for the French embassy there, I didn't actually walk to the Bonet External, but some of my friends actually did. It was before the second collapse.
Yeah.
At the point of time, only one of the site was collapsed. It's very beautiful because you have this one wall that's down, so you can see the whole structure of the house. It's like a dollhouse from the outside. It's like a dollhouse. You can see the structure. You can see where are all the rooms, and it's very intricate. The flooring is like purple toweling. It's a
Now you made me want to go there just to take a look.
Oh, but now it's in a very bad state because another wall collapsed over the years. So now the whole house is in a very dilapidated state. But 10, 20 years back when we first went, I got to say, that house is very elaborate. It's very nicely done.
There's a portal there also. They will open up one portal, satanic portal, in the bathtub.
Oh, yes, that bathtub. Yes.
Wait, what?
They draw the pentagram.
Yeah,
and
inside the bathtub.
Are
you kidding me?
There's satanic cultists in Singapore.
But my friend very daring. And my friend who went there and take photo, right? She took a
inside,
photo
right?
of herself inside the bathtub.
Yeah. No, got people take wedding photos there also.
Oh my God.
Because it's nice.
very nice.
It's nice.
The
it's
wallpaper.
nice, it's nice.
But has anything ever happened after the portal was opened up?
But a lot of people say they see things. Yeah. I don't. If you guys got watch this Malaysian YouTuber Insect Ang. So he
he's quite
went.
famous,
Yeah, he went there. Then he say a lot of stuff. They went inside. Yeah.
But it is a very luxurious looking house. I mean, it is called an istana because it's worthy to be called an istana. It's a very beautiful,
I mean, if you're
huge
living
house.
like to live it, the ghost will, of course, abandoned, we go in, move in. Like,
Of course.
Yeah.
I learned that. Okay, so this was when we were recceing, right? The Malay fixers told me that in the Malay beliefs that if a place is left abandoned for more than 49 days, things will start moving in. So even themselves, like for example, if they
house,
were to go out for a holiday, right, 49 days, right, come back, before they go into the house, they must do ritual. Your own house.
Yeah.
Not even I abandoned this building,
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, interesting, I never knew about this. Now I need to be careful about it.
Yeah, depends on the belief because from what I heard from my co-host, right, for Tales from Career Tales, they say it's usually like a week or 2 weeks, very fast one. Yeah, that's why they every time when they enter their house, they will say a prayer. Yeah, just so that like a peace, and then just as leave. And it depends on what you do. I mean, if you're a horror creator, I think
You probably would believe it, yes.
you have more reasons to practice that more
Yes.
because it's so
But actually, now that you mentioned that Singapore, if they actually manage to keep Woodneck as it is, but make it safe, it's actually cooler than rebuilding that whole structure back though. Because right now it's like this semi-open space house. You can still see some of the old structure. If you can make that as part of the design, I think it's very, very cool. Because when I went back to the old French embassy, now that's being refurbished, I cannot even see traces of how it was in the past. For me, it's quite sad because it was a very nice structure. It was a very nice building. Now that it's completely converted, it's like, I can't even see traces of what it was in the past already.
Yeah, you remember Red House? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's completely gone,
Also
right?
gone
No,
already.
it's still there.
But you can't access it,
No,
right?
it's a kindergarten.
Yeah, but that's it's no longer a red house because they repainted the whole house, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know why would you send your kid there lah.
Oh, but I tell you, a lot of all these old houses are kindergarten.
Yeah.
A lot of them
we
are.
really have a lack of space.
Yeah. No, it's like the Ang Mo lah because it's international. If I'm not wrong,
It's a Montessori,
I
is
mean,
it?
Juchet there, that old two houses in the middle of the road. Also now kindergarten, Montessori.
They don't know what. Yeah, like one of the more haunted places in terms of school, the Goodman Arts Center.
Yes.
Also very haunted.
Yeah.
Goodman Center very haunted, man.
I heard
'cause,
stories also.
my friends at True Horrors POV, they say that they filmed there at night, then got possession.
I used to cut through that building all the time because I was in Chongqing last time. Then for me, sometimes I cut through the school to go to the bus stop. Because if not, you have to walk around the perimeter, which
At
is
night,
very far.
right?
So we just cut through the school to go to the bus stop. But I never really felt anything.
Yeah. No, I feel like that road, right? The road creepy, yeah.
Yes lah. When I was in long time ago, it was still LaSalle. It was before it
Yeah, it
became
was
Goodman
the
Center.
original
okay.
LaSalle. It was the original LaSalle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually a lot of all these ghost stories lah.
But the one house I really wanted to go but never ever had a chance to go was the one at the back of Takashima. The one with the stained glass.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go because I really want to see the stained glass.
Yeah.
Because it's a very... I don't know whether you all know about the stained
I
glass.
don't know.
It's like Western style stained glass, but the motif is a Chinese man and woman.
What's
So
the
it's
story of the place?
It's just a rich merchant's house, lor. It just used to be a rich merchant house.
I think I don't know if it's because there is a dispute or what, right?
Yeah, I think it's because of the private.
Oh, that place
yeah.
is abandoned.
It's abandoned.
Oh my god, I
It's
always
a-
thought that it was.
There's 3 houses that's together, right? One by the main road. So the one by the main road is now inhabited already. Someone apparently bought the house, but the 2 behind it
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
are still
okay.
abandoned. Yeah. So one
It
is
has,
filled with.
it has a driveway in one.
Yeah.
It's beside the Indian embassy, if I'm not
Yes.
wrong. Yeah.
So one of the house, the one that's more red brick light, has this huge stained glass. Because it's like once you go into the main door, it has 2 those kind of grand staircase that goes up. So the middle of the grand staircase is the 2-story high stained glass.
Actually, it feels like a very beautiful place for
It
shoot
is,
there.
which is why I hope if one day they can settle the dispute or whoever takes back the house, no matter what you do, keep the stained glass because it's an art piece that can no longer be
It's-
found.
That land, I think, a few hundred million.
Yeah, and then the
Yeah.
other house beside it is just filled with gigantic urns. I don't know what are the urns for. Apparently, maybe used to be like like
Which-
酱油 or something.
what-
Yeah, it's probably for fermentation lah.
house
But
ah?
apparently there's like gigantic
Yeah.
ceramic urns around the house lah.
How you know all this?
Because I really wanted to explore the house. I got so close to the gate, but I just didn't want to break the law, so I didn't climb the gate. So for me, right, my rule of thumb in the past is if there's no barricade, means I can walk in. If I get caught, I just say I don't know, so I walked in. I mean, not teaching anybody anything wrong, but that was at that point in time. But this is like 10, 20 years ago. But for those that is clearly blockaded, right, like
you shouldn't
proper,
climb.
I would
Same,
never
same.
go inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Climbing through a gate to go into a place is a big no-no for me.
You know
Yeah.
that area, right? Because it's behind Taka, right?
Yeah.
And behind Taka got a forest, right?
Yes, correct.
That's the remnants of the cemetery, ma.
Oh, yes, correct.
Oh,
Because that area is all cemetery last
And
time.
somehow that forest is still a forest after so many
No,
years.
so you wonder, why?
Right, the
Why,
whole orchard is like all done up, but that small little plot of forest is still a plot of forest.
Sometimes there are just areas you don't mess with.
Yeah, you just
know.
don't touch it lah.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it's not the time to sell. Yeah.
Ah.
I feel like
It needs to
Simmering
sit
the price
longer.
lah.
our Jinghu got the power. Our
Okay.
Jinghu got the power to tell the spirit, hey, go. Then
Really not.
And, no, and the spirits are Singaporeans. So Singaporeans scared of government. Okay. You pay me now. Okay. Yeah.
Give the one time good bomo to them.
Like
help them.
the Lim Chu Kang cemetery is 100,000 grave.
Oh,
They
and
shifted
they
it
just
because they
shifted it,
wanted
right.
to extend out the military base.
Ah.
So 100,000 is not an easy undertaking. And
True.
they still managed to do it.
Yeah, but they actually spend a lot of time to, as much as possible, reconnect them with whoever to properly exhume them lah. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that effort is commendable lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which I feel like only they have the power to do it. If it's like a private developer, then you start to have weird things happening.
Oh, yeah lor.
Accident lah. Then,
Actually, it's also
The
they have
house
the
cannot
heart.
demolish this kind of
Yeah.
thing.
then
yeah.
the contractor get the weird dreams.
Matilda.
Matilda.
But I'm still very amazed that they really made it
Actually,
part
very
of
smart
that,
lah.
yeah.
They can walk around the house.
They made it part of the whole compound. And then
have you been there?
I've never managed to make it into the house. I've been to, when it was still an empty plot of land, it's completely fenced out.
Same.
Yeah, as close as I could get
Yeah.
to the fence.
Yeah.
I guess you need to find a friend who lives there, lor.
Yeah.
Now, to go to the house.
Hey, so anybody like any viewers
Stay at the condo.
please invite us.
Organize
to
a
go.
barbecue at your place, then we show
Possibly
up.
the pit near the Matilda, then we can chill there and see what happens.
Some beers might be. We can provide them, no worries.
Lubricant. Yeah, so I've been there. I went rounding with my friends on bikes. So then we stopped there. And then we just chill and just look, and it's fenced out at night, like 1
Yeah.
a.m. It looks very peaceful, but actually there's a sense of creepiness
But
because
it's a very grand looking house.
yeah,
though.
it's on
very
stilts,
grand.
right? Yeah, then you can see just one solo building. Then it's all like dirt. Yeah,
But actually, you'd be quite amazed to know that in Singapore, there are still a lot of such houses that
Yes.
are being left empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and mostly because either too expensive, nobody can afford that plot of land, or the owner just doesn't want to claim back that land. So it's still being privately owned, but they are just not doing anything to that house.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a lot. I mean, last time Goodman Art Centre there around the vicinity, I can really easily name 4 or 5.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know, Katong Shopping Center behind got one.
Yes.
that one also
Again, another one that I wanted to go in so badly,
got,
but
pri-
never.
got private owner.
Ah.
Yeah, so I asked around the person.
They just don't stay there,
Because
right?
I was saying, is it haunted? Then they say, no, they don't want to sell. They just left it there.
Actually, at the entrance of Goodman Art Centre, also got another one really. Just at the entrance of Goodman Art Centre, beside the swimming pool.
Yeah. So actually, how would they feel? Like knowing that there are people spreading rumors. I said, where got haunted?
Yeah, it's just I just don't stay there. What
Yeah,
do you-
it's just
in fact, there was one along like also Katong Road. Also, there's like they regularly have people going in to attend to the garden one. It's just that they don't stay there, but they regularly attend to the garden.
Okay, so the moral of the story is not all abandoned or non-staying houses are haunted.
Abandoned, yeah.
Don't anyhow
They're just left alone.
anyhow go and trespass those houses. No.
But yeah, but you know, back to the topic. In Singapore, I think to find empty houses is still possible, but to find empty structures, big buildings is really quite hard. That's why the Malaysian episode.
Yeah, was
Cici chose
interesting
to go to big
go through
buildings.
those.
Yeah.
You imagine a 7-story high building in the middle of like a busy road just opposite a hotel. It's just being left empty.
Yeah, man.
It's
that was
it's
the
just
shopping
sitting
mall
down there.
that
Like, for like 40 over, it's just sitting down there, rotting away. Nobody doing anything about it.
Yeah.
Usually it's some like legal case or like they cannot trace the right people to do it.
Yeah,
They don't know
or
what
the
to do with it,
developer
Yeah,
just
lor.
went
Yeah, lor.
bankrupt.
They
and
just
don't
like
know. Yeah.
leave it there. Lor.
Yeah.
Then some other people will move in. Lor.
Yeah, the most famous one in Thailand, Bangkok, is the Saturn Tower.
Oh, isn't that one like? Is it the
yes.
one that is now completely water flooded and you can see fishes from?
Not the shopping center.
Oh, not the shopping
Saturn
centre.
Tower, they shot a horror film in there called The Promise. Thai horror film.
okay.
So the Saturn Tower is actually quite tall. Then I think they abandoned it in the 1990s because of the Asian financial crisis. But it's very strange because if you go to Bangkok, right, you will see like this bare looking, almost finished tower looking building. Then they have like advertisements with Grab.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about already. Okay, yes.
Yeah. So that place, because they say it's cursed because they built on like sacred grounds and they cast a shadow on one of the temples. And like maybe the temples, the gods don't like it lah.
Okay.
But I've been there before. Then around the area, a lot of cemeteries. Then got kampong, right? But then got cemeteries also. So
But
I
the
think
building is just sitting in the middle, rotting away lah.
But the owners, they say that it's not haunted lah. And the owners say that please don't trespass my building because you might get hurt there because people get hurt there. And they don't intend to do anything with it now lah. Yeah.
Actually, maybe I can share this one for those who don't listen to Chinese
closer to the
radio.
mic,
For those who don't listen to Chinese radio. So I shared this on Zhou before, but this story for me is very interesting one because it happened to my mom. And then it could be the reason why I'm so interested in paranormal stuff. So apparently when I was born in Isha Hospital. And at the point of time it's called Isha Hospital. It doesn't exist anymore. This
American hospital.
No, East Shore in
East
Singapore.
Shore.
Yeah.
So
But
now
isn't
it's,
it American? It was American. American then it's short. The one at Juchet.
Yeah. Now Parkway Group bought it over or something like that.
Same.
I
I also born there.
Oh, you also born there?
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Insider, yeah.
So I was born there at that point of time, and then my mom told me this story when I was a lot older. So she's like, after the first night I was born lah. So she was like resting on the bed, and then she's like watching TV, because she couldn't really fall asleep. And then she's watching TV alone, right? Suddenly, you know those old bed, you don't have manual remote control to let the bed come out or go down. So you have to someone have to crank this
Hospital bed lah.
to let it sit up. So my mom was like watching TV, right? Then she suddenly felt the bed coming up.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like in the middle of the night, she suddenly felt the bed coming out. Then she's like, why is the bed coming up? So she's like, she tried to peer over, like her leg, she was lying flat because she just gave birth, so her stomach is still a bit protruding. So she tried to peer over and see whether there's anything there, but she couldn't see anything, but the bed was just very slowly coming up. Then after that, right, the bed just went down again. Then it came up again. Then it went down again. Then my mom was like, it was getting so fast that it's inhuman. She said the speed was not possible by human. You have to like be cranking it so fast manually for it to be going up and down at that speed. But she couldn't move. So she was also like, but she was completely lucid because the TV was still on. So she couldn't move at all. She couldn't get out of the bed. She was just like pinned down to the bed, completely awake, TV still on. And then all she could hope was that I cry. Because if I cry,
then you'll be scared.
yes, then the maid would come in. No, not one maid, what I'm saying. The nurse would come in to feed me. Yeah, because she couldn't reach out for the button either. So she was just like praying, cry, please cry, just cry right now. But I was like sleeping completely soundly in my little baby cot beside her, just completely sleeping and then just not knowing that her bed was going up and down violently at that point of time. Until finally it was like the full hour. So this thing went on for almost like a good... She cannot remember
She couldn't
how
even
long.
scream.
Yeah, she couldn't even scream. So
This
it went
was
on
like up and down for
Hey,
1
this is
hour.
crazy.
not for
Yeah.
1 hour lah, like for about like maybe more than 10 minutes. But when it hit a full hour, like because the nurse would make her rounds every hour. Yeah, so when it hit like a full hour, like maybe from finally it hit like 1 a.m. or something like that. She couldn't remember the exact timing. When the nurse opened the door, then suddenly everything just stopped. Yeah, so once the nurse opened the door, the bed just wherever it was at which position, it just stopped there. And then finally my mom could move again. Then the nurse just came in with the milk bottle to feed me. Then I started crying.
You could have saved your mom.
Yeah, so it was like, I really wanted you to cry, but you just didn't cry. I'm like, okay. Yeah, but when she told me this story when I was a lot older, I was like, wow, I never knew this actually happened to her at the hospital when? Yeah, on the very first night after I was born.
Wow, that is.
I mean, it sounds funny when I hear it, but imagine you're in a... Yeah, imagine you're
No, I know.
in
In that situation, I think.
and you know the bed can only be moved up when you manually spin that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know the hospital is very old.
Yes, it is very old.
It's almost as old as Old Changi, you know.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think it was
okay.
built
No,
around
I'm reading it right now, right? It was 1942.
Holy, wow, that's like the war
It
period.
looks very old. It looks very old.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
on the outside, Then I wanted to confirm if I was born in the same. Yeah, I am born in
So,
the same
so
hospital.
apparently, when that time when my mom was, giving birth to us there, it was not fully air conditioned yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
it's really quite old lah. I mean, now it's like a
Wow.
fully nice structure. Has expanded a lot over.
It's
the
still
years.
called East Shore Hospital?
No, it's called. I don't know.
Parkway
it has
something,
changed.
something, I
Parkway
guess.
bought over that for a while, but I don't think it's Parkway right now either anymore.
Sorry to Parkway, we are not saying
Yeah,
that
I mean they bought over that plot of land lah. Yeah,
I think it is still them.
it's still okay.
It's still them.
Because
Yeah,
at one point of time, it was under with Mount E. Isha was part of Mount E at one point of time.
Oh,
Yeah. So at one point it was renamed the American Hospital of Singapore.
Oh,
I
indeed, ah.
see.
Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
I think it was like in the 1980s.
Ah.
Then after that, Ishaw.
So when I was
Yeah.
born, it was really Isha.
Yeah,
so American Hospital was
was
the
even
before
before.
that.
Yeah, Ishaw. Yeah. The very first name was Parkway East Hospital.
Oh, that
okay.
I've actually heard of
Yeah,
this name
yeah,
before.
yeah. I think they renamed it back to Parkway East lah. That's why the current name lah. The current name. Yeah, but I've been there for like other people. Then it feels the room very small and old. Lor.
Yes.
Right.
It feels old. The building just looks old. Yeah.
They just kind of refurbished it on
the
the
outside
exterior.
lah,
lor.
but you can tell the building is very old. Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
so that's probably one of the
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That was really scary. Oh,
Yeah, you can
okay,
adapt
getting
that.
chills.
Yeah.
I think mine would be, this was from the Malaysian director who told me this when we were interviewing him. I don't think I ended up sharing this story on the show. But anyway, so he told me that he is someone who likes to challenge this kind of thing. So he feels that, as in not in a disrespectful way, it's more like his belief is that to be a good director, you need to have personal experiences in whatever story you're trying to tell. So
Yes.
if he wants to be a horror film director, then he has to have experiences in it lah.
True.
So he would never...
Method.
Yeah, yes, method directing lah. So he would never steer away from it lah. Okay, if it happens, it happens. So he said that one time in his house, I think at his house, he has always felt that there was a certain presence in the room, but he never really saw anything lah. Until a few times when he would sleep. Imagine your bed, right, is by the corner of the wall, and then he would turn and open his eyes, and then he would see that there's a figure, super huge figure, very big, just sitting by the corner of his wall, wearing like a cap, always just sitting there. Then never kacau him one ma, right? So then in his head he was thinking, "Aya, you all always sit at one corner, 你们赶你们就来咯." Then next thing he knew, right, he was sleeping on the bed. Then he felt that his bed, one corner of his bed started to dent. Then he could start to see that the dent was getting closer and closer and closer to him. So, the thing was, trying to sit beside him lah. So, okay lor, since you asked me to come, I come lor. So he sat beside him. Then this director was so funny one lah. He said, I never touched ghost before, maybe I try lah. So he really went to touch it. Then he touched. And then I said, so how does it feel? He said, contrary to popular belief, it feels a bit solid. Then I was like, wait, what? But yeah,
So
then
he
the
could
thing
physically feel
he
something,
really,
even though he
really
couldn't
touched
see
it.
anything.
Yeah,
Oh, he could just see a
felt it lah.
shadow.
He felt,
Okay.
he felt the shadow, saw the 嘴帽, then he just touched it. Well, since then, every day, because my room, right, is also, if I sleep, right, and I turn, there will be a corner that I'm facing. Every day I open my eyes, I'm praying that I don't see anything there. Like, then some nights in my own room, somehow, I don't know why also, maybe it's just me feeling it. I could feel sometimes my bed just dent for nothing one day.
Maybe it's psychological lah.
I think so lah, but then sometimes this kind of thing you just don't want to
Put
get
salt
involved in it. Huh?
Put salt
Oh
lah.
no, now I turn on my light when I sleep.
Oh, but
Why until like that?
No, I shared this on the show before that.
sometimes turning on the light might not be.
For
but why?
a longer period of time, right, when I was working on the show, right, I couldn't sleep without my lights
now,
off.
eh? Now still.
Now better. I can sleep with smaller source of light,
Yeah.
but complete darkness is
Oh,
still a thing for me.
it's because of working on that show, then you become like that?
Before that, I was already like that. I don't feel comfortable sleeping
Why?
at night.
Why?
I don't know. I think I'm not sure. And I also have a fear of hotels.
No, but why? Let's dig into that. Why?
Wow, you're going deep. I really don't know. I really don't know why. I always feel that
Like
there's
in
something.
your own room?
Yeah, I always feel there's something in my house. Cause I don't like to close the door.
But
at night.
you're not living alone, right?
No, I live with my family, ma. Yeah, but sometimes you hear noises, then you hear things and that. So I always felt like there's
Have you
something.
ever asked your family whether there's any
Yeah,
history?
you
to
should
our-
ask.
Our house BTO leh. So
Oh, so it's quite
doesn't-
new.
not an old house,
no,
ma.
but not-
no,
not-
as in like
not
BTO
necess-
when I was young lah. So
Not necessarily. Cause
Yeah.
feng shui.
maybe I don't know. I do think that there's always stuff, but I never really wanted to go and dig into that. But I also have a fear of hotels because
Yeah.
I always feel that when I enter hotels, right, it feels very
Unfamiliar places lah. Sometimes it's because it's
But you see, I can
unfamiliar.
stay in hostels, I can stay in camping vans, I can stay in anywhere, but I can stay in the middle of the forest, nothing, right? But if it's a hotel, it just creeps me out.
But
immediately.
is it recent, this feeling? Or is it like-
Hotels
Yeah.
all this. I think right, it started when I went to Thailand when I was quite young. With a family. Our first family trip out. So I think I remember going to this hotel. And for some reason, I don't watch horror show, I said before, right? But when I entered into the hotel room, I started getting flashes and visions of scary things like if I were to turn on the tap, blood will come out.
Oh, even
These
though
are
you've
just
never
visions.
seen it
No,
before.
never. But I just had like visions, like, flashes that, or if I were to turn into this corner, I would see something. And I was so
It's like a
scared,
pair of
right?
twin sisters.
I can't remember how old I
Shining.
was. Yeah, I can't remember how old I was, but maybe like teenage years, 16-ish.
Oh, that's
I
really
think.
quite.
So I
quite
started getting some
mature
flashes,
already.
and then I was so scared that I don't even dare to shower in the toilet by myself. I had to ask my sister to come in, sit there, talk to me while I was showering, just so that I'll be sure that if I turn on the tap, I'm not going to see blood. And the freakiest thing was, this happened after we entered the hotel. I keep feeling like this creepy feeling, right? A few days later, when we were dining on the top floor of the hotel, there was a fire that broke out downstairs at the 7th floor. So we had to run down the stairs and everything lah. But after that fire, I don't get the feeling anymore. So I was like, I don't know why also, but it just like really, I think that was where my fear for hotel rooms actually happened. So as much as I can, if I travel, I really try not to stay in hotel rooms unless I have to, for example, it's for work or what, right?
So recently
Yeah.
you just traveled. Did you stay in the hotel?
I have to lah for work ma.
But you don't like
Huh?
You don't like
I will just now
Leave the
try
lights on.
I think maybe now after COVID, right? Maybe I got over it because I had to do quarantine, right? So I had to do 2 times quarantine in
Oh,
different
shit.
hotels.
2
So-
weeks, right?
2 weeks. So
Oh,
total
shit.
1 month, right? Wow,
So it's
I tell you,
exposure
that was
therapy again lah.
Exposure therapy.
Yeah, you're right. Exposure therapy.
Oh, but then
yeah, lor, exposure therapy.
But actually, now that I mentioned, I think maybe you'll be interested to hear this story. I just top up about story lah. So there's a reason why my YouTube channel was called 3:15 a.m. There's a very specific reason because I've been thinking of making horror short films for a while. So I was in talks with my ex-colleagues at that point of time. I was full-time in the company. So they were like, hey, we will support you if you want to do it. The company has equipment, you can just borrow. So we're like thinking about it. Then when we finally decided to do it, I still don't know what to name my channel. So one night we went to watch Conjuring. Right, the very first Conjuring. So, in Conjuring, 3:15 is the timing where they always wake up and all the crosses or the paintings or the photos in the house will all flip over, right? So that night, after watching Conjuring, I went back home. I was sleeping. I woke up exactly at 3:15 a.m. Because when I woke up, the first thing I did was I reached for my phone and checked the timing. But when I saw the timing on my phone, right, I felt, for the very first time in my life, something felt off in the room. And I couldn't pinpoint it around until I finally could, get lucid up a bit. I realized that at the far corner of my room, I had a small little shelf. On top of the shelf, I had this light that's in the shape of a giant light bulb. And then it comes with so it's like a big light bulb on a metal base. And the way to turn on the light is to touch the base of it. So it's touch activated, and then it has 3 brightness. So if you touch it the first time, it becomes, it turns on, and then the second brightness, and then the brightest. Right, that light is far off in my corner of the room. It's very far away from me. And honestly, right, it's stacked with so many things on top of the shelf that I sometimes don't even remember the light being there. I don't even know if it was plugged in, because I haven't used it for the longest time. But that night when I woke up at 3:15 a.m., that light was switched on at the brightest. Yeah. So it's something that I couldn't comprehend, because it's not like, and I actually even did a video about it. So when I woke up at 3:15, right, and I finally realized the light was on, I actually shot a video of me walking to the lights and then like checking the light, and then I actually used everything I could see on the same surface to kind of like touch the base of the light to see if any of it can activate the light. None of it can turn on the light. Only when I touch it with my own hand, right, then the light went off. And I was like thinking, wow, I really don't remember when was the last time I switched on this light. Why did it switch on tonight at 3:15 a.m. and when I woke up at exactly 3:15 a.m. And that made me decide to call my channel 3:15 a.m.
Nice.
The light is still with me. I still have it with me right now.
Yeah.
Does it still light up?
It still lights up, but it doesn't light up on its own ever. That was the only one time that light actually switched on its own.
Yeah. Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, and this is how horror creators are created. Both stories are like it's trauma, and also I think I like to believe that the unseen, the supernatural, they have a way to guide us towards our destiny.
Yeah, true.
To like for you it's conjuring, then the light, the ghost going to open macam 3:15.
Yeah, that's how my channel
Wake up, wake up.
It's like, yeah, in the future you will have a weird fear of hotels, but then eventually you will work on horror also. I think they have a weird way of working out. Yeah, like really, they'll guide you lah. That's all I can say. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully you make more. maybe tonight you go back. Actually, you wake up at 3:15.
Oh my
If
god.
I do right, I'll let you know. I'll text you
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
It's your time already. It's your time to make another series.
Yeah, man. It's
another
ask
series.
you to restart the
Hey,
channel.
hello, faster make. We want to watch.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been thinking of restarting the channel for very, very long.
I really genuinely believe right. They watch like Zhou Guang's the slogan is the best. 你在听，他们也在听。
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like because my sister's third eye developed to this point, right? Like she can see already. So she say, she don't listen to horror stories like with speakers. Listen to headphone because she say sometimes when she listen to speaker, they'll come.
Oh. If they know, okay.
It's like, oh, 你在听啊？那我坐在那边跟你一起听哦。
Oh my
But to
god.
you, you will feel creepy. Why you come? Why you come?
Right.
It's just,
Right.
you go away lah. Like so, I feel
Yeah.
like wow, that's next level. Of
It's
creepy.
true. My friend actually told me because when we had to collect all the stories, right? Then when we eventually put it into the series, right? They told me that they felt that Janelle's story is the scariest. Janelle's story was she's sleeping, then the door come and kacau her ma. Then I said, why do you think that's scary? Don't you think that there are other stories about possession lah, whatever that's a bit more scary, right? Then my friend said this line that changed how I thought. She said, because 这个是 out of nowhere they come one. You know, it's like I never kacau you why you come.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then if you kacau them like possession, sometimes you play the Ouija board, then they come. That one is you ask for it one what. But out of nowhere, all you did was to bring home a little gift from somebody, and then something happens. To a lot of people, that's where they feel that it's the scariest because it hits you unexpectedly.
Yeah, but I feel like I think it will be interesting. There's this whole law, like where the spirits right need to make their presence known.
What do
They
you
need to be acknowledged.
Or they will cease to exist, is it?
Yes, something like that. So it's like, there's this very like poetic saying of like, you die a second time after you die when the last person that remembers you died.
Actually, that's like Coco lah, the theory behind
yes,
Coco.
yes.
So it's the same thing lah. I feel that's why they sometimes 时不时刻 or this person's qi is matched by I let them see. Then you got ghost story to tell. Then suddenly you not a believer. Then you go and start telling. Then
Right.
then people like us. Then we tell. So actually there's a whole process one for them.
Oh,
So I
they're
believe-
just trying to be remembered. Is that what you're saying?
Or feared
Or they might just cease
everything
to
like,
exist.
yeah, or everything like fear or you saw did you see the Taiwan ghost story? The
Which
Taiwan
one?
horror film recently one. It's a horror comedy.
Is it the 妈几是个鬼 one? No,
不
but
是
that's
是
not
那
recent.
个鬼才什么 like
Oh,
鬼才知道.
yeah.
Oh, yes,
Then
okay,
they
yes,
have to,
yes.
They have to compete.
Oh, yes,
They have to
correct.
put out a show and everything.
So I feel like
right?
the essence, I think it really strikes a chord. They're like, oh, this is like, yeah, lor, maybe they are like that. Lor. They are in a very cruel reality show that they have to perform. If not, they will just poof.
Actually, yeah, you might be right.
Actually, I agree lah, because like the Coco one you see at the very, very end, it's true lah. When the last person, when no one remembers you, technically you just, yeah.
You're no longer here. You're gone. You're gone. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah. All right. As we wrap up, we got two questions that we ask our guests always. I know it's hard for you, both of you who are filmmakers, right? What are some of your favorite horror films? It can be more than one lah, or TV shows recently.
Do you consider comedy as horror?
Yeah, lah, I mean,
comedy?
horror film lah. Yeah.
Oh, 鬼才知道 is one of it.
Oh yeah. It's
I
very
actually really like the 我的妈几是个鬼.
Oh, okay, but that's
I've not
actually based
seen
on
it.
a Korean film, right? Then Taiwan remake.
Oh, is it?
Is
Okay,
it
I'm
on
not
the
sure.
Is it recent?
About a few years
2-3
ago.
years
But
ago.
you can see it on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it because it. Again, I say I like why I don't mind exploring horror is also because of the stories behind. So I don't think it always has to be like scary like jump scares or like very gory looking things, you know, or like I feel that if there's a heartwarming twist to it, then I think I quite like that as well. And so I think that's what that movie did for me with the heartwarming comedy part, but it's also ghost. Yeah.
For me, this Hong Kong horror called 7月14.
Oh yeah, I know. Your favorite lah.
One of my favorite. I still remember it because it's one of the film where there's technically no ghosts. If you really watch it again, it's the atmosphere that they built up because there's actually no ghosts that appeared throughout.
Yeah, it's been a while.
There's no ghost at all.
The idea of the ghost lah, right?
Yeah, but there's no
the way they
physical
shot
showing
it
up
lah.
of a ghost. Yeah.
True.
But the atmosphere and then the song that the kids sang, you know, the visuals that the whole film was about. And that was a film that Long Po kind of became famous. So if any horror film that always struck to me, 7月14 is one that I felt was a very, very well done horror.
Yeah. Do you have anyone that recent that you really like?
Recent one that I really liked horror-wise, Talk to Me.
Yeah. That one is
Talk to Me was very, very good.
very good. Yeah. You believe that the directors are YouTubers?
Yeah, correct.
They did backyard wrestling videos.
What?
That's how they became famous.
Oh my god.
But then again, what I read was because of that thing, they had an internship with A24. Was it A24 or was it Blumhouse?
Blumhouse.
They had an internship there, and then they started developing the ideas for Talk to Me. So I got to say, Blumhouse, you know, found a gem in them lah.
Yeah, there's this like Joe Rogan. He's really, sometimes he interviews really like conspiracy theories people, right? And he's not easily shaken. So when he interviewed the directors for Talk to Me, you can tell he very disturbed.
Oh, is it?
Because these guys,
It's a pair of twin brothers, right?
Yeah, twin brothers, Gen Zs. Then they all in for filmmaking.
Okay.
So one of them actually went to do drug testing
Holy. For
But
what?
actually, that
to get money to make the film.
Oh, okay.
That's nuts, right?
Okay.
Then you can
okay.
see Joe's like, you guys are crazy.
As in what? He's disturbed by their passion or what?
Disturbed by why would you do
things
that?
that they will do
because he's anti big pharma, ma. So it's like, why would you sacrifice your body for the art, right? He said, but I really want to make the.
But you see,
feature."
for two Gen Z youngsters to write into Blumhouse to just say, hey, can I do an internship there? And then from an internship, they managed to actually make a film out of it and a very good film at it.
Yeah.
It's actually very, very...
The story is insane, you know. Like when it came out at the director's fortnight or something, right?
Yes, director's fortnight.
Yeah, they had a three-way bidding war.
Wow.
Like the distributors were bidding war again for that film.
Wow.
In the end, A24 got it lah.
Okay.
But I think then the next day, Jordan Peele called them.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's the first time, it's the first feature film. And then it's like...
It's crazy.
And the actors are all not popular actors. They're like, a lot of them are first-time actors. But the whole effect, the whole concept behind it is very, very well done.
It's really good. Yeah.
It's more than just horror. It talks about trauma, it talks about drug abuse, it talks about depression.
Wow.
But all hiding behind the front of a horror film.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really good. Even though I'm a traditional horror guy, but I still think that it's a very well respected piece. It's definitely one of the better films of the decade, I think.
The necessary creeps are there lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll think about it if I want to watch it. I'm not sure if I can handle
But it is scary, I have to warn first.
I know,
like-
I can't do
it is
this.
scary.
Okay, it's like Get Out, right? But like
I don't
the
know
scare
watch Get
factor
Out
even
also.
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because there is paranormal aspect to it, so it will make you imagine stuff.
Yeah, and I'm very imaginative, as you can tell. So I
So
do
would
not
say-
wish to get.
That's why I'm giving you the disclaimer warning first.
I don't want to have
Maybe,
flashes of blood coming out of my tab
Oh,
anymore.
then maybe not. Because that one does have some gauze. Yeah.
So leading to our last question for our guests, and it is in relation to what you just said. What scares you the most?
What scares me the most?
It can be anything. Like there were people who saying like existential one. There were people like literally like I scared of cockroach. You put a cockroach on me, I will die. Like that kind of thing. Yeah, for me it's really stupid lah. It's the lizards. I really cannot take.
Oh, I'm
chicas.
gonna give you another very stupid answer, but yes, like let Cici go first.
Wow, this one really
Because you say what
hard,
scares me the most, I always give everyone the same answer because that's really the thing that scares me the most.
Scares me the most. What scares me the most?
Yeah.
On a very surface front, is a fear of uncontrolled speed.
Uncontrolled speed.
So, for example, going downhill really quickly, or like
Also, you don't take like roller coasters.
I love roller coasters.
Oh, okay, but then
roller coaster is controlled speed.
you are aware that it's gonna
Yeah, but I'm scared of like, for example, car racing too fast, or like skiing.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried skiing a few times, and I just realized that when I'm going down, I get this sudden sudden fear that stops me from executing the skills properly. So my natural instinct is just to fall.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe the fear is not uncontrolled speed. The fear is the fear of falling. I'm not sure, but
Uncontrolled. I think it is
Yeah.
like so if let's say the Grab driver he drive very fast,
Like he suddenly pick up speed.
you're like, you know those like
I might
he will
actually get
go
scared.
up then stop, go up then stop, like go
That one-
fast then stop, go
That
fast.
one more motion sickness than that. Yeah, I think that like rollerblade also like because if it gets super fast and then I don't know how to stop. Yeah, so that is
So
a
so
weird
fear
fear
of
that I have.
uncontrolled speed. Okay.
Yeah, I think I do have that.
Wow, that's the first. I never heard this before.
You asked for something.
Yeah, but no, but it's very special. But I really never heard this before. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Butterflies and moths.
Then
Hey,
what
you
I get,
had a freaking
Yeah.
butterfly thing in your
No, that's why.
episode.
You know why I had that thing? Because my friends know that I'm very scared of butterflies, so they bought that for me to train.
Walao.
So it's
Exposure therapy.
Oh my
Yeah, that I
God.
literally, no, my friends literally bought me a butterfly in a jar that is touch activated. So then they'll put it at my table. Then whenever my ex-colleague, whenever they walk past, they'll just touch the jar and let the butterfly fly, just to let me see a butterfly fly. But I'm
my
not scared of butterfly
God.
because of like, they got powders or whatsoever. I'm scared of butterflies. I cannot explain it because I don't like how paper-like their wings are.
I
It's
can see
that
why.
papery
That's
texture of their
interesting.
wings that scares me. So
Yeah.
for me, the scariest thing than a butterfly or moth is a butterfly or moth with a torn wing. I cannot stand that
Wow.
at all. Yeah.
So what will happen if you see that?
I will run away. Like the last time I went to the zoo and then we had to go to the fragile forest, I wore my jacket in the hot sun, covered myself, and I ran from one end to the other end because
Oh my
I cannot stand the
God.
idea of them coming too close to me. And it's because of how their wings are like. The paper texture just freaks me out like
The
crazy.
sound or like what?
No, it's the texture of it,
the
the idea of the
But
texture.
if you
But
never
you go and
touch it,
touch
how
it.
do
Yeah,
you
you never
know?
touch it. How would
Yeah.
you know it's
But I don't know. I'm just aware of it, lor. Yeah. So I'm not scared of any insect. I can slam a cockroach with my bare hand. I can catch a praying mantis with my bare hand. But I just cannot stand butterflies and moths. Like I
Wow.
cannot.
So when did that
From
came-
young.
From young.
Yeah, I
It-
don't
it
even know
just- it
when.
just- it
The
just-
very
yeah.
first time a butterfly tried to come near me, I had that fear already.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just born with it. Like literally, if I can remember.
Oh, I have one more. I'm afraid of a lot of ants together.
Ah.
Like if I
Like-
see
like
like,
ants?
Is that
like a
almost
clump of ants.
Is that almost
or-
trypophobia? Like borderline trypophobia?
Is that-
Is it because of the shape or is it because
No,
of
it's
the ant?
because when I don't know how old I was, but I remember I was sitting under a tree, and then all of a sudden I felt that my leg was in pain.
Ah.
When I took out, I realized that I actually stepped into an ant's nest, so I had a lot of ants just like
Oh.
coming
Is it
out.
the
of
red
my leg.
ones?
Yes, and it was
Oh,
super
okay.
painful. So since then, every time I see a clump of ants, right, I will run one. I'll be like, no,
that
no.
one I
This is-
can- I
you know,
can
trauma.
Trauma
And
really.
like survival instinct. It's
Really,
like
I scared,
coded
I
already.
scared. I
Don't
really
step on
scared.
ants, they'll bite you.
Yeah.
But the only other thing I'm scared of is height or depth. Lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very common. Lah.
Yeah.
So you cannot
Yeah.
go diving.
I cannot go diving. Yeah, the idea of something
Yeah.
I'm unknown to the depth or height of it, right, is something
It's
that
the
I
fear
cannot
of
take.
sea. I have that fear also.
But even like high buildings, right? Like
Yeah.
I also cannot, so I cannot take heights also.
Oh.
But it works the same way when it comes to depth.
Yeah. I'm quite scared of heights also. So you know like those like you go the very high mountain, right? Then they got the glass.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
I love
I
those.
paid for it.
then you didn't go.
Then you
No,
脚软.
I realized that, hey, wait, the glass is on the bottom also. If it's like proper puffing right, with glass,
By the side.
I'm okay. But on the bottom, I cannot, bro.
Ah.
脚软.
What do you mean by on the bottom?
No, like you're stepping on glass. Oh.
Yeah, it's all
You can
glass.
Literally see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
don't
actually
like
just
that.
did that in my
I-
trip. So
yeah,
cannot.
no, she very.
So even films, right, or like the idea of people going close to like if I have friends purposely stand over the ledge and do this, I cannot. I'll try to put them back. I cannot.
Oh,
so even like films,
okay.
the one where the guy
You also cannot see.
I cannot watch that
But
kind
if
of
you
film.
CGI,
Cannot. It sends like
Okay.
the sense of
this guy
uncomfortability,
next level. This
so
guy more jialat.
did you watch the recent Alex Hammond climbing up
Nope.
Taipei 101?
Oh my
Even
god.
the Joseph Gordon-Levitt film where he was like walking. I didn't watch that film at all because every time they cut to that point of view, right, I'm like,
So can you watch like maybe a shot of Batman jumping off, then he fly?
I will get no actually like those flying or whatsoever. I can take it, but the idea of people like standing over a ledge looking
So it's
down,
the idea of seeing how deep
Yeah.
it could be lah.
and then either that you might fall. That yeah. If you ask me to watch Spider-Man swing around, I know he's not gonna fall. He's not gonna die. So I'm perfectly fine with that. But the idea that
you
things
might hurt. So you can't really shoot a scene where someone wants to
No, but I tell you, for work, right, when there's the right money, I'll do anything for it. Because I've been on a helicopter without the door before for work.
Oh
yeah,
my
with my
God.
camera pointing down and just straight down to the day. So for work, right, I'll like zone myself out. I even went to like the top floor of like a 50 over building with no railings just to shoot
Professional.
landscape.
Yes.
This guy is a professional.
Yes.
So when
Passionate
the
filmmaker.
right amount of money comes here and I put myself in work mode, right, I can kind of like just close my eyes on it. But
Yeah.
on a normal day, no.
But on the moth thing, I'm a bit of scared. I'm okay when they are small. You ever seen big ass moth before?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like this big. Then
Oh,
like
the
almost
colour
got
ones
like
lah.
a face like that. Because their pattern is quite. Then the sound, wow, I cannot, yeah. The big
Wow.
one, I'm scared.
Then are you afraid of bats then?
Bats, no. Bats, I don't care.
I'm okay with any insects
Yeah,
except for moths and butterflies.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's really because of the
I think
wings.
bats are more scared of us than we are scared of them.
Because we are too noisy also.
Yeah, the echolocation cannot work.
Yeah. You're like, wow, I cannot. Stop screaming, humans, stop.
That's why I didn't like 红衣小女孩.
Why?
Because at the very end, they all turned into giant balls, but that's what happened at the end. At least the movie.
The first
lah.
one, lah.
The first one.
Really, man? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
The
They
first
become,
one was moth.
become bats?
No, moths.
Oh, they become moths.
Yeah, they become moths.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
But I knew it was too CGI for me, lah. So I didn't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it because it
I get
suddenly
it.
became
So
a
can you
villain.
deal with CGI butterflies then?
No, that's the funny thing. It's really the paper-like texture that I cannot stand.
So the live
Because I
version.
like Godzillas a lot, and I have a lot of Mothra ties. So I thought my friend was like, Mothra is a giant moth, and it's a huge ass moth.
No, but it's not
Mothra is
paper-like,
furry.
right?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
It's
Oh.
furry.
It's like, yeah, I get what he means.
Yeah, it's
lah,
really
yeah.
that idea of like this, very fragile paper thing that.
It's very specific. Like we've done this, 50 plus episodes already. The amount of interesting fears, right, actually is very irrational.
What else haven't heard that you thought was in?
The one was very, very depressing. Like the whole idea of like my existence doesn't matter.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Like some
I could go this deep, but
like
I
you,
refuse.
universe,
I-
like some
yes.
universal shit like that. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
wow, this is a bit depressing.
Yeah.
Then as stupid as cockroach, trypophobia,
Yeah, but trypophobia is one of the things.
certain types of food.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
I have a
I got
fear
a
of
friend who's
being
scared of
irrelevant.
I got a friend who's scared of strawberries.
Oh,
I asked him why. Then
because
he's
got
like,
too much tongue, is it?
Yeah, that's one reason. But I was like, so is it trypophobia? He's like, I'm going with other friend. I'm like, why? Because it's like, cause strawberry looks like a nose with a lot of like.
Jeez.
Oh, now you.
That is very
No,
specific.
yeah.
Yeah, but
That
it's
is
like-
very specific.
So I'm like, so he's very scared of people with like, like red stubby nose with a lot of blackheads. He cannot stand
Oh,
that.
bastard.
Yeah, that's why he don't like strawberries.
that sounds very.
Sure. That like that means you cannot see
So
extraction
what
videos
happened?
lah.
He cannot be a dermatologist.
Yeah,
No,
he'll
as in
puke
like
if he see
then,
action videos.
then your friend like that, right? Then if he sees someone with that, then will he like not make eye contact with the person? Just
Yeah,
look
he
at-
will avoid because he's very. So he cannot watch extraction videos. He will puke one.
Who will watch?
Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't extraction videos.
Why?
Some people
Some-
like the
it's
ASMR,
actually-
yeah.
No, they reverse trypophobia. They want to see that the circle thing. Like there's a trypophobia challenge, right? So you see all the circle
I
stuff.
cannot.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So that's one of the weirder one I've heard from a friend. Like strawberries, I'm like,
Strawberries.
because it looks like nose with like big pores. I'm like,
basically, extreme trypophobia lah. Extreme already lah.
yeah.
Cause to see the strawberry as a nose, that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
something. That's
Yes,
something.
that's true.
Shit, now that you say this, right, I
know
cannot
you see a
see it
strawberry, be like-
anymore.
And you still get strawberry and be like, am I gonna eat that? Am I gonna eat that?
I'm gonna try with people who have trypophobia. I see. Do you see the pores and then?
Oh, wow.
then they cannot eat strawberry already.
Yeah, now you're going to impose this fear of strawberries on other
Everything
people.
everything got pores though. If you really look at it enough.
Microscope. You need to scope it. Yeah.
Okay, let's not think too much. It's just strawberry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming on
you.
the show, guys.
Thank you for having us.
So,
Thank you.
what are you guys up to next, and where can people find you online? Like for you to plug lah. Maybe we start with Chong first.
I mean, easiest way to find me online is probably my IG lor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what's my own.
It's okay. I will link it down below.
Oh yeah. Then what am I up to? Still making a lot of videos lah. Yeah, but I am trying to plan for something horror.
Yeah. Looking forward. Yeah. When the time comes, then
Yep,
you
I'll
can
let you
come
all
back
know.
and announce.
Yeah.
And share any ghost stories that happen again.
Yeah, man, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
For me, this year is a lot of mentorships and training. So I'm going through a lot of programs because I want to start developing shows. So I'm also on the lookout for stories that we can work together and collaborate and produce or develop it. Also, you can best find me, I think, IG also. Yeah. And what else? What else am I doing this year? Yeah, that's about it.
Your shows is it horror?
Not stories, right? Not really just horror.
Yeah, a lot of my shows are very human
factor
factor
stories.
stories. Yeah,
Not
interesting stories.
inhuman lah. Not just mostly human.
Unfortunately, right, I'm not a very big sci-fi person, so I don't really dab into that space. Yeah, a lot of my stories are very human interest stories, which I would love to explore more lah.
Yeah,
So
that's
come
good.
collaborate with me if you're interested.
Yeah, all of their details are down below. And remember, just because they are stories, it doesn't mean they are not true. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you want to stay up to date on HANTU or listen to our other podcasts like Ghost Maps, subscribe now and follow us on social media. Look for We Are HANTU or click the links in the description. You can also be one of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Air is a HANTU production, hosted by Kyle Ong and Wayne Ray, with album art by Jolene Lim, and recorded on Audio Technica mics.